Domo, welcome everybody. We are back with the Genshin impacts. It's only been like 3 months. But I figured, there's a whole event going on and we got new characters, new bosses, etc. So I was like, yeah, we'll stream. You guys can get your drops, your free primos and all that. Everybody wins. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. Yes, Domo Heavy Aether. Spam those emotes, pork roll. Let's fucking go. Get them dropsies. Hell yeah. Alright, let's see where everything is. They got the lanterns out. All the decorations. Very nice.
Coaching! And Charlotte! I never thought she'd see you two together.
Nice to see you again, Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, we're not interrupting anything, are we?
Not at all.
It's like, no, you weren't
I'm in the
interrupting their
middle of
date or
an interview
anything.
anything.
No.
I was just asking Miss Kuching about purchasing a kite.
A kite? Are you buying some regional specialties to bring back to Fontaine?
Well, yes. And...
It seems you haven't heard yet. The theme of this year's Lantern Rite is kites.
Okay, that's new.
Ah,
I want to fly a kite.
I haven't seen so many floating in the sky.
Fly high in the
Harbor is
sky.
always changing, so it is only fitting that Lantern Rite should change in turn. The Qixing believes it would benefit Liyue to build on our own cultural foundation by embracing the technologies of other nations. After all, it is said that the stones of another mountain may serve to better polish one's own jade.
yeah, remember my business meeting with Tianquan Ningguang the last time I was in Liyue Harbor? That's what it was about.
Yes, business.
But
I don't know what you.
all
I don't
really
remember
did was
that.
use my network to introduce Lady Ningguang to some interesting people. I'm not sure that quite counts as fostering cooperation.
In the end, we decided to combine Liyue's traditional art of kite making with Fontaine's mechanical vertical lifting device.
Mechanical lifting device?
That make kites
Sounds
go up.
pretty impressive. But don't kites just use the wind to fly? Why would you need to add something mechanical?
Well, you've actually just answered your own question, Paimon. How
It's like
high and
kites, how do
far
they
a kite can
work?
fly depends as much on the weather conditions as on the skill of the person holding the string.
But as soon as there's no wind, you can only flail about helplessly like a sweet flower medaka out of water. Experience doesn't matter at that point.
A sweet flower would.
Exactly. Liyue is now a nation ruled by humans.
Wait, I think that's
after
a
all.
fish.
It's about time.
Not
we had
to
the
be
power
mistaken
make a
for
kite
Madoka.
fly, don't you think? Plus, the easier we can make it to enjoy, the more people will want to participate.
That's not a bad idea.
Right?
Yeah,
I also
story
thought it was a
exposition,
novel
story
idea.
exposition.
Plus, it
There's gonna be
shouldn't
quite a
cost
bit of
much to
that.
do.
With Miss
Lots of
Charlotte's help,
talking.
everything has gone smoothly.
Maybe
Our
we'll
new
beat
mechanical
something up.
kites are already available to purchase from a stall
Maybe.
in the harbor. We're having trouble keeping up with demand. We also gave quite a bit of thought to the price. We didn't want it to be too much more expensive than a traditional.
Cool! Turns out you two and Ningguang like playing with toys just as much as Paimon!
Toys? They're not exactly toys.
They kind of
You see,
are.
Miss Kuching? That does seem to be everyone's
Yeah,
first
video games
reaction.
2024. Like,
Although
just- it's
kites
like-
are one of our most
Video
time-honored
games in
cultural
2024,
relics.
basically cutscenes.
Outside of their use in certain ceremonies, I suppose they're considered
Cutscenes,
playthings more than anything
visual
now.
novel length
To
text.
me,
You know,
there's so much more than that.
movie 2,
For a
exactly.
second, imagine how remarkable it is that a
The sequel to
fancy paper
movie.
kite attached to a string has the capacity to touch the sky. It is this slight piece of paper that also carries the weight of Liyue's cultural traditions. There's an old poem that goes, "O kite born of paper, flying true in sound, a lone traveler wanders, just waiting to be found." In the past, poets from Liyue used kites to symbolize a feeling of longing, or evoke the peacefulness of idyllic. If the people of today can derive enjoyment from this activity, they will not only be more likely to better appreciate the tradition, but also to pass it down to the people of tomorrow.
Yeah, let everyone fly a kite.
Always
You can
thinking
have a
5 steps
kite.
ahead of
You can
everyone
have a
else.
kite.
Well
Everyone
said,
have
Miss
kite.
Kuching. I've learned quite a bit myself.
As long
It's
as
like
you're
drop
willing to
kite
listen,
from
I'm
Dot
happy
Hack
to
in here, and
share.
you have the whole
I also
the
know
whole
quite a lot
package.
about the various locations related to kites. For example, whenever a kite blew away, people would say it was the Adepti that summoned the wind to take it away as an offering. That way, you can turn an unfortunate event into an auspicious one.
What about something more fun? Do you know anything like that?
More fun. Let me think. Oh, I suppose we should first talk about how kites are made. It's another one of our precious forms of traditional craftsmanship. My grandfather
How do you
told me
build the
that back when
kite?
he was a boy, children learned the art of kite making step by step from their elders. First, you use the thin strips of bamboo to construct the frame. Then, you draw a design of your choice on a piece of paper, paste it onto the frame, and tie on the string.
Bamboo,
You
draw,
look towards the sky and
glue,
release the kite to
string.
soar among
Got
the
it.
clouds.
How much
Some people
glue?
write down certain names or
Can I just
desires on
use
their
the whole
kites,
bottle?
cut the string, and let them fly free. Others may place particular thoughts or meaning into the design itself.
Are certain designs associated with certain meanings? I'm gonna jot all of this down.
Well, for example, kites in the shape of a butterfly typically symbolize freedom, happiness, or the desire to break free.
Yeah.
Fascinating. What else can you tell me?
The scissor-tailed swallow is the most classic design. It symbolizes good fortune and joyful tidings. Different colors also have small variations in meaning.
He's your bird.
Commonly
He's
understood
your
meanings
plane.
and symbols
No,
in
he's
Liyue?
just a kite.
Kind of like the language of flowers and
A
Fontaine.
kite that looks like a bird.
I believe so. Most have probably heard something about it from their elders at some. If you're interested, Miss Charlotte, I have several books on the topic that I could lend you. They could be a useful reference.
That would be a huge help. Great. Looks like I've got the outline for quite the article on my hands.
Good luck with that.
Take a
Like,
look
yeah, just
now.
write a whole article on
Then
kites.
I'll
See
show
how
Miss
that
Charlotte
goes.
to my home for a little while. I almost forgot. The Ministry of Civil Affairs is hosting a kite flying contest on the. If you're interested, you're more than welcome to bring a kite and participate.
I don't
The
got
rules
one.
are simple. Whoever flies their kite the highest and furthest within the time limit will receive a special honor along with a secret prize.
I'm gonna have to go
I've
make
prepared
one for the
more
secret
than enough
prize.
empty film for the event. I can see the spectacle already.
We'll be there.
Paimon was on board the moment you said secret prize.
Then I'll look forward to seeing your performance.
You bet!
MGS4 cutscenes have nothing on Genshin.
To your right. Do you see those two people lurking over there?
Yeah, I see him.
Is it just Paimon? Or were they staring at us the whole time we were talking to Kuching and Charlotte just now? They seem fishy.
They're sus. We must investigate.
Well, yeah.
We must
but something's up.
push into the
Paimon
business.
just has a bad feeling. Do you think they could be treasure hoarders? They always seem to be stirring up trouble during Lantern Run. Oh, Paimon's sick of waiting around for something bad to happen. We should strike first, you know. Plans before they
Shake,
even
zoom,
begin.
zoom, zoom.
You go right, Paimon will go left.
Wait, Paimon, wait, what's happening? Like, she's gonna go on ahead and murder people before we even ask questions. Hold on.
Oh,
Hello?
it is with such an air of urgency that you appear before us. Your comportment suggests you believe us to have committed some heinous crime. Perhaps you could enlighten us as to your intentions.
You could have just asked, who are you, with as few words as possible.
You should be the one doing the enlightening, buddy. Don't think we didn't notice you eavesdropping. One look and we could tell you were up to no good. Tell us everything, starting with your name.
One bears no secrets before two such as yourselves. You stand in the presence of the mighty and illuminated Adeptus, Moon Carver. For
What?
the purpose of this foray into the mortal realm, however, you may address one as Hojong.
Hojong.
You kidding? That deer
Did they
got his head
buff
stuck so
Paimon?
far up in the clouds, there's no way he'd humble himself
Because now
down
she's having, like, these zoomies effects.
You may
It's like,
want to hold your
why she
tongue.
got the zoomies all of a sudden?
Don't think that
See, she did it again! Why she keep zooming?
Let Paimon guess. You're supposed to be Mountain Shaper, right?
Indeed. Mooncarver and myself have descended upon the mortal realm for a visit. The
Yeah, it's
two
like
of you
Cloud
may call me
Retainer
dear.
gets to have hot, sexy lady body.
You did your
And then the
research.
other retainers, and then the other adeptus are like, yeah, we're just gonna have generic NPC bodies.
We've got a big fish
I
in
saw
our mouth.
edits of people being like, yeah, I would have liked it if they
You
looked
arrested
cool.
for impersonating a Adepti.
But it's like, oh well, they can look like grandpas.
Utterly
Whatever.
preposterous.
Oh, Jijan. If you really are who you claim to be, perhaps you can prove it.
Tell us something that only an Adeptus would know. And it better not be some common knowledge that any person on the street could tell you.
During the last lantern rite, we gathered at Mount Hulau with Rex Lapis and made use of Cloud Retainer's supreme cuisine machine to prepare
Supreme
bamboo shoot
cuisine
soup.
machine.
Perhaps you have some recollection.
I
The
want
flavor
that.
of that soup was more than enough to whet one's appetite. As such, Cloud Retainer assented to my use of the device beyond that singular occasion, providing other recipes to boot.
I want soup.
Since then, one has dabbled in the pleasures of the culinary arts whenever time
And
allows.
again, I don't really eat soup.
Dabbled upon one's last sojourn to your mountain.
Does it got any
Did you
bits
not
in it?
immediately attempt
I'll
to
eat the
hide
bits.
the device behind a chunk of amber as soon as
But not if
one's
it's literally
presence was
bamboo.
known?
I don't know if I'd like that.
Did one not speak up on your behalf but a moment ago? This is how you choose to repay that kindness?
I mean, I'm a fox, not a panda.
One is simply trying to emphasize the veracity of our claim.
That does not mean you should reveal personal matters so readily. They might think one bears no difference from Cloud Retainer. Forget it. One does not have the breath to waste on such petty trifles.
I suppose they really are the adapti.
That might have been more detail than we needed. Seems like you two are the real deal, and Paimon sorry for suspecting you. But, for beings as forgiving as yourselves, this is just water under the bridge, right?
Take it as a compliment to the quality of your disguise. Few people will be able to see through it.
You indeed
You're so
have
sneaky.
an agile mind.
The masters of
Cloud
disguise.
Retainer was not mistaken in her high estimation of you.
Paimon's still curious about something. It's just, Paimon can understand why Mountain Shaper is here, but why did you decide to
I
come
mean,
to
just with the
city,
the
Mooncarver?
colored streak in your hair, people would just assume they're middle-aged men having a midlife crisis. So they blend right in just fine.
It is but an inevitable eventuality. Long have the mountains remained strangely idle since Cloud Retainer's move to Liyue Harbor. With Lantern Rite near at hand, one would expect Cloud Retainer to provide us with an account of the festivities in advance.
Yeah, I did do
Yet
her
to this
Cloud
day, she
Retainer
has failed
story
to
quest. It's like
Cloud Retainer
TLDR.
is hardly a forgetful sort.
She lives in Liyue
One must
Harbor
never
now as a
rest idle
human.
In the face of that which demands action. And since our acquaintances dwell in Liyue Harbor, we had to travel here in human
She also helped the
form to
bird with
avail
dementia.
ourselves of their aid. In this case.
But a moment ago, one heard you speak of a mechanical kite of sorts. It appears the essence of the situation has hitherto revealed itself. Now it is time for one to retire back to one's abode.
So, you're not looking for Cloud Retainer anymore?
So what are you
Perhaps
doing?
there are aspects of Cloud Retainer's temperament that remain opaque to young Paimon. Given
Old
one's
men just
understanding,
flying some kites
one can
out
only
here?
Imagine the anger that now consumes her.
Cloud Retainer is of a proud and arrogant disposition. She holds
Howdy,
the belief that her
Bluebird.
skill in
Welcome,
mechanics
Domo.
surpasses
How
that
you
of
doing?
all others. One can be quite certain it is hardly with an open mind that she regards the arrival of this new technology.
Doing okay? That's good.
One surmises that she
It's like
has
we're
shut
doing the
herself
Genshin
away,
event, and so
refused all
far all that's
company,
happened
and
is
buried herself in the study of her own
kites
creations.
and
To call on her would only
Adeptus
invite her
looking
rebuke.
like
However,
middle-aged
if you
men
do
with
happen to
midlife
cross
crisis.
paths with her over the next few days, do pass along one's regards.
Sure, leave it to us. Have a safe trip back, enjoy the scenery, and happy Lantern Run!
Thank you for your kind words. We shall now depart.
We got all worked up for nothing, huh? All that trouble, and it turned out to be people we knew all along!
It's like, yeah, Paimon, you were about to start a fight. Over nothing.
Paimon wants to see what kinds of
It's like, you gotta know when to hold back, girl.
The bigger and prettier, the better!
When she learned to get the zoomies. I know little of Genshin other than Paimon is a mess.
Welcome.
Yeah,
Did
she
you
do
look
be
into
like
RITE
that.
Kite?
But that's
Would
why
you like me
she's
to
the
go over the
emergency
different
food.
designs?
This jade chamber design is our newest. It's been selling like crazy over the past 2 days.
Does it also have a unique meaning?
Of course. The jade chamber symbolizes wealth and abundance. The kite bearing its design is said to bring riches in the future to those who fly it.
I like money.
Oh, now that's Paimon's kind of kite.
I apologize for the interruption, but are all your wares in order, Miss Genuine?
Yes, they're just over there. The paper, bamboo, and dyes. All the necessary kite-making materials.
Wonderful. I'll pack them up and get a guard to deliver the goods to Yilong Wharf for you.
Yilong Wharf? Oh, wonder what that place is like during Lantern Rite. Paimon would love to go take a look.
Yeah, we can go take a look.
Well, if the two of you
Look
are
at the
interested
stuff.
in going to Yilong Wharf, then
Isn't
could I
it
trouble you
neat?
to find Gaming and deliver these goods
Wouldn't you
together?
like this kite collection to be complete?
Is Gaming the guard you just mentioned?
Oh yeah, Gaming, that's one of the new boys.
Yes. The communications office handles
Not
shipments and
gaming.
transports around Liyue.
Gaming.
He works for the Secure Transport Agency, one of
Easy
our
to get
sub-organizations.
confused.
The problem is, many of my colleagues have taken leave during Lantern Rite to spend
Yeah.
time with their families. So, our available workforce has seen a dramatic decrease recently. If you were willing to help out, then I could get a head start on my next appointment.
You do seem really pressed for time.
Oh, wonderful. You will, of course, be compensated for your efforts. Now, at this time of day, Gaming should be somewhere in the vicinity, but just follow the main road until you see the head of a Wushu dance costume. Should be on your right.
Be sure to come back if you'd like to buy a kite. I'll even give you a discount.
So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time.
Wait, I thought we had an agreement. Loser buys dim sum tomorrow? Look at you. Scout
Alright,
like that
let's
for much
see.
longer and your face
I'm
might
good.
stay that way. Hey now, don't be upset. How about this? You extend the invitation.
Yeah, Paimon is food.
No way, Gaming. You're always the one picking up the tab. I'm not trying to be a sore loser. I just didn't expect you to come from behind to win like that.
That was nothing. All in a day's work, friend.
Yeah, because I was checking something and then it cut me
Gaming
off.
is here.
But whatever. Time for
Sorry to
Gaming.
interrupt, Gaming. We just spoke to a guy from the communications office who needs you to deliver some goods to Yilong Wharf.
Oh, it must have been Longzhou. Looks like I've got work. Gotta go.
Sure, go do your thing. Let's have a rematch when you get back. I won't let you win.
Alright, there we go.
Next time.
He doesn't have a hangout event or anything, so I'm like, how do we even know this guy?
Alrighty, you can hand the goods over to me. Must have been heavy hauling them all this way. Let me take them off your hands.
It wasn't that bad. It's just some kite-making materials. Plus, we didn't have to walk very far.
Kite-making materials. I see. I'm glad it wasn't too much trouble, Paimon. Ah, and you must be the traveler. It's nice to meet you. Thanks for your help.
Huh? You know us?
There probably aren't many in Liyue who don't. I've heard quite a bit about you two. You're quite
No,
well
I
known
meant
around
to...
these parts.
I meant to delete my own
Please
message and then I
excuse Longzhou if he forgot to
pinned
tell
it.
you.
Oh my
Take
god.
things in his place. He's a good guy. He's just been super busy lately, running around from place to place.
Why is it
Don't
not
be
letting
too
me
hard
delete
on
my
him,
own
yeah?
message? Yeah, whatever.
So, you here for Lantern Rite?
Yep. It's always so lively this time of year. We were actually hoping we could tag along to Yilong Wharf and have a look around.
Perfect. We'll go together then. I'm good with directions, so just follow me.
Yeah, funny enough, I can't delete my
I
own
know my
comment.
way around. We can exchange
Well, you learn
stories,
something new every
tell
day.
jokes, or just chat along the way. Oh, and there are a couple of good places to eat along our route. We can stop and grab a bite when it's time.
But what was that about food?
Ingredients are fresh, the portions are generous, and the prices won't break the bank. You can order anything, and I promise you won't be disappointed.
Order anything?
Paimon seems to be drooling already.
Did you really have to call Paimon out like that in front of our
It's like, well, let her eat all the foods, get chunky, and then we can get more meat later out of her.
Like that with my friends too. It just shows how close you are. Do you need to pack anything up before we hit the road?
Nope. Our things are always packed and ready. We're pretty much travel experts at this point.
We already got the food ready. Don't worry about it.
That's right. Then let's get going. If we run into any trouble, you can count on me to protect you. I am a guard,
nice.
after all.
But I think we could defend ourselves. Thank you. Yes, I guess this is all the stuff and things. Hello? What do you got going on? Like, yeah, you were hanging out with Gambing, right? Totally hot diggity, you remember me. Heard you two are the best of the best, or ain't nothing you can do. I pop on over to buy groceries every day, and even though it's so close by, I always hear people singing your praise along the way. Yeah, that's right, we're the cream of the crop. The oats to your milk. Polyglot's amazing. I mean, it could be super easy to carry stuff and makes work a cinch. You should help your friend more. It's like, are we gonna call Paimon a pigeon? Yeah, call her the Pigeon Adaptus. Why not? She's about the size of a pigeon. If Paimon really was a Pigeon Adaptus, she'd give a boost while he's using the wind glider and help him fly high and farther. Like, that would be nice, actually. Yeah, the Just Wushu Dance. Let's give it a shot. The authentic Wushu dance is downright devilish to learn. If you got a pro showing you the ropes, you won't be able to stick to it unless you love it, and I've got the perseverance to match. So I changed the rules for one style of Wushu dance, switched out props, and boom, this game was born. It's also Lantern right now, yeah? Perfect for helping everyone enjoy themselves and work up an appetite or work up some extra calories. Yeah, I'll burn some calories. Put on your dance shoes, dancing outfit, and see who can grab the most tea bricks. You dance and bump all over the shop, it's a hoot and a half. Like, alright. Bring it, I'll be the dancing queen. Young and sweet. More than 17. Like, alright, let's do it. What is it? Let's see. Complete stage objectives. Use your skills. Bumper. Total 3 stages. 2 gameplay modes. Okay. Yeah, let's dance. We'll figure it out. Maybe. I mean, if all I gotta do is just collect bricks, that seems pretty straightforward. Oh, I have to match. Alright. It's one of those co-op games, gotcha. What character you play doesn't usually matter. They debuff characters like, Ayaka and Mona.
Its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Level out the playing field. Oh god. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just collecting the things. Ah. How'd you get 81? What the? Alright, well. Oh, if you get bumped, you can lose points. Like, well, I got over 100. That's good, right? Ow. Like, I'm starting to figure it out. Ow. Like, just keep yeeting each other. Ow. Well, looks like I'll at least be second place. Second place isn't too bad considering it's my first time trying. I got the most large tea bricks. That's nice. I got points. Yippee.
I only wish life could be as...
Yeah, and then it's gonna boot me out and I'm gonna have to go back in. You know how the co-op goes. Race to the top, the more value possessed, the higher your score is. So is it different? Alright, we'll figure it out. Seems like a case of, you just gotta stay on the platform you're supposed to be on? Or something? Yeah, it even subs it up right here. Stay on the platform for as long as possible. Collect the bricks.
So this is a day
Avoid the obstacles.
I'm learning more about you all the time.
It's like that person needs to get ready. Gotta get on in so we can do our thing. Well, we're getting started. Yes, let's see here. Oh.
So rude.
Get off. This is basically just bumper cars. Domo Etymology, thank you for the 15 months. Arigato. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Yeah, dumper cars.
So rude.
You doing pretty good? Well, that's good. Yeah, today we're doing Genshin things. Day off. Ah. Like, I want the thing. Give me drum. No! I wanted that. No! Ow. Fuck. Ow. Oh, God.
So rude.
Oh, God, I'm doing terribly. Ah. Well, apparently I knocked back the most participants, so at least that's something. Didn't get a whole lot of points there, but that's okay. Whatever works. I think there was like one more stage. Get all my primos. Caps out at 6K. Like, we're not gonna do all that right now. But I figure I'll at least do the last type. And then we can move on with whatever the story is. I'm ready.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Okay, good. Everyone's all ready this time. So we have to be mild, not spicy? But I like spicy. Does look like though I can die. Oh god. Oh god. Like the way you could be bumped out is so violent. Oh god. Yeah, somebody be cooking in here. I guess I'm supposed to continue collecting these. Oh, let me get in here so I don't get Hoyt. There we go. And then I get kicked out. Ow. That's so rude indeed. Like I was just minding my own business when they come in and charging at me. Oops, I wanted to just pick that up really quick. I think it was right there! Stay in the middle. Alright, that time I evaded it. Alright, it's over. I lived. Yeah, it's like this minigame's fine, but I feel like the rounds go on for a little too long. Just a little. that's enough of that. Let's go back to the story. Go back to the big cutscenes. Let's see, where do I gotta go? Unable to do in co-op. I got to, oh, it did that thing where it's like you're put in co-op mode. Let me see here. So I have to exit co-op mode. Return to single player. Alright, there we go. Yep, over to the new area. Domo Logator, welcome. How you doing? We're Genshin today.
Ooh, the docks are just a bit further. One step at a time. Hang in there.
Oh, it's like, they decided to just be like, yeah, you can randomly play as him right now. It's like, I wasn't prepared, but okay.
Time for takeoff.
Whatever, free trial. You're good? Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear it.
Brace yourself.
It's like any good is good news. It's like we could use all the good news we can get. Dog's harness broke, so I had to fashion one out of an old leash. Well, at least you had the old one to use, so that's good at least. Then you could just buy a new one.
It's not uncommon for deliveries to get intercepted.
Stop at PetSmart or something.
I was impressed by your moves back there. You seem like a real pro at your job.
It's like Taffy enjoys not having a collar on him.
That's not a skill.
When I had my cat
job.
Cupcake,
It's just a hobby.
my last one,
Have
it's like
you
she
ever heard
wore a
of wushu
collar,
dancing?
but she was pretty used to it. Yeah, I heard the dancing. I played a
Really?
minigame just a few minutes
Wushu
ago.
dancing is famous in Chinese Vale.
It's like, yeah, I know about this
Performers might be
wushu.
invited to promote the opening of
It's
a
a one,
business or
a
to
two,
spread
a
good
step
fortune
and down the
during the
do.
holiday season. But I must admit, it has nothing on the popularity of the Liyue Opera. I'm also well aware that people in Liyue Harbor aren't exactly jumping at the chance to watch wushu dancing. So it's not something I do full time.
Huh? You have 2 jobs? How do you have the energy to do all that?
He's Pyro.
It's not that tiring. You just have to take a rest.
Ah, Paimon gets it.
Like
See,
Pyro,
this is
the
a lot.
Pyros can do quite a bit.
Not really. Just yesterday, I stayed up all night playing cards.
Oh.
Let's go. The docks are just up.
All right, let's go. Yeah, it's like instead of expanding Fontaine, they expanded Liyue instead. So this is the whole new area that unlocked.
We can rest.
I'll fight one of the bosses
My
later
shoulders are
to show
so
you guys.
stiff. And her stomach's so empty.
Sorry. Did I push the pace a bit too much? I mean, you were the ones who said you were travel experts.
Liyue is just too hilly. Floating up and down so much. Where's Paimon out? Oh, Paimon was finally satisfied and now her poor stomach's empty again.
Aw. Would you like some winter melon cake? I
Winter
got some
melon
lemonade I bought
cake?
from a store.
That sounds interesting.
I'll take all you got.
It tastes like
You might
watermelon.
want to pace yourself there, or you'll be too full to eat a proper meal later.
Paimon never gets too full. Just like you apparently never get tired, no matter how far you walk or how many jobs you work.
Paimon, I think that's a medical
I
condition.
see. Then here you go,
I think you need to
Paimon.
get your thyroid
And for
checked.
you, traveler. Enjoy. And here's some for you too, Uncle Bosu. Don't think I forgot
Bosu?
about you, my friend. I'll just set it to the side here for you.
I mean, seems like a real people person. He can get along with anyone, and he treats every person he meets like a close friend.
That hit the spot. Paimon thought she was going to starve to death for a minute there.
That close of a call, huh? I've been eating winter melon cake ever since I was a kid. You can
I'm like,
find
is
them from
that
all
a
sorts of
thing or is that
places,
something they
whether
made
it's
up?
a
I want to
small
check
vendor on
now.
the side of the road or a big restaurant in the city.
Let's see,
But each place produces cakes with a slightly
winter
different flavor.
melon.
If you like these ones, I can give you the address.
Okay,
of the
winter
shop I got
melon
'em from.
is actually,
I'll
yeah,
just
it's an
have to check
actual
when we get
food.
back.
I want it.
oh, all my jabbering must be making it
It's
difficult for you to enjoy the
Chinese.
scenery in peace, huh? Don't be afraid to tongue your zip up
Shocker.
a little while, okay? Really, I won't be offended.
Yeah, it's also known as a wife cake.
Paimon is kind of
Yeah.
enjoying listening to your
A sweetheart
chitter-chat.
cake, wife cake, or marriage pie.
Aw, a fed Paimon is a happy Paimon, huh?
Hey, Paimon could be in a good mood.
Yeah, it sounds good. It's like the wife cake is usually filled with winter melon, almond paste. You lose yourself in the beauty of the surroundings, you wind up at the wharf. Okay. Almond paste, sesame, and spiced with 5-spice powder, whatever that is. In fact, I could probably check
Don't
that.
forget your things and watch your step as you get off the raft, or you're in for a swim.
5-spice powder is a mix of 5 different flavors of spices. Shocker.
Thanks for the ride, Uncle Bosu. You take care
It's
of
star
yourself now.
anise,
I'll see
cloves,
you some other time.
cinnamon, Szechuan peppercorns, and fennel seeds.
Okay, follow me.
Okay, well, you learn something new every day.
We'll have to take the elevator up to the secure transport agency.
I'm like, where would you buy something like that? I'll have to, yeah, the Chinese Christmas spice, exactly. I'm like, I'm reading the description, I'm like, this seems like a Christmas spice or like a it sounds similar to like a pumpkin spice, but like extra. I need to figure out where I'm going. Why am I yawning? Ugh. Get this thing. What? Like, yeah, I'm not messing with that. It's like I got all the waypoints and everything already. Yawn counter when
Hey, slow down.
someday,
I'm begging ya.
but not today.
What is it?
Oh, well,
Maybe never.
how should I put it?
Come on, spit it out.
Do you see that group of people over there? Those are my relatives.
Wow, you sure have a big family.
Once they start buying things, they won't stop perusing till it gets dark. This is bad.
They're your family, not your arch enemies. What's there to be afraid of? Unless... Oh, did you do something horrible?
No, it's not that. I'm just not that good at dealing with my family. It would be best if we could steer clear of them. I'll explain more when we have the chance, but right now, we've got a job to do.
Then we'll just have to sneak past them. Avoid the Asian relatives challenge.
The left side looks pretty packed. Let's go straight.
Like, I'm just following you, buddy.
Steady wins the race.
Like, act casual. Like, ah, yes, a lovely bunch of boxes. Who doesn't love some boxes? It's like, yeah, I don't think this is a good time to introduce myself just yet. Like, maybe later.
Let's wait here for a second.
It's like, wait till, yeah.
Maybe my aunt will leave.
We have to be all sneaky because Gaming doesn't want to talk to his relatives. It's like, we don't know him, but Gaming does, so... They're gonna be like, what are you doing hanging out with this femboy over here?
She's gone. Let's go.
When are you gonna give us some grandkids? Or something.
Turn left.
It's like your cousin graduated from university. He's got a 401k.
Wow, you guys are good. I'm impressed.
That was nothing. It was a piece of cake. Oh, winter melon cake to be exact.
You really liked it, huh? Ooh, you know what? I'll buy you a whole bunch and pile them so high you can swim in them.
As long as you don't wind up drowning, Paimon.
Hey, Uncle Drugway. These are my friends, the Traveler and Paimon. They came to deliver some goods with me. So I guess I'll go ahead and take these over to Uncle Yongzan then?
Yes. Thanks for your hard work.
But apparently
I should
we're
thank
okay
you
with
both
talking to
for your
this
trouble as
relative.
Well, please take a seat and rest.
I
for a
guess
bit.
he's the
I'll
cool
prepare
uncle.
some tea.
That's fine, whatever.
Hey, we're
Like, we
already
can
here, aren't
deal.
we? No harm in taking a load off for a bit. Plus, I know the Secure Transport Agency has some great Songla tea stashed around here somewhere. I promise you, one sip and you'll be hooked. Anyway, you just sit down and relax, Uncle Jurgway. Who would I be if I just sat here and let you go through all this trouble? Leave this to me. I have to be up and about to drop these goods off anyway. What's a little extra time on my feet? Oh, you aren't too picky, right, Traveler? I know Paimon prefers things on the sweeter side, so I won't steep the tea too long. And I'll add some dim sum pastries on the side.
Dim sum pastries, hell yeah.
Notice what Paimon like?
How considerate,
you
very
two known
good
Gummy?
host.
Oh, not long at all. We just kind of tagged along on his trip to Ylang Wharf. He's just a super welcoming guy. We became friends, you know, just like that.
Yeah, we literally befriended him like just an hour ago.
That's just how he is. He's the attentive sort. Really knows how to look after his own. A while ago, one of our guards had to take off work. Said his joints were hurting due to the rain. Gaming personally went all the way to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get some medicine for him from Dr. Baiju, then traveled through the night to deliver it back to him.
Oh yeah, Dr. Baiju.
Man,
We haven't
such
seen him in a
good head on
while.
his shoulders. How can anyone not love? I mean, there is his dad, but well, ask anyone else. And
Uncle Yongzan says he doesn't have the personnel to spare for this delivery right now. So what do you think, Uncle Jurgway? Should I go ahead and deliver it instead?
it feels like we've troubled you enough already.
It's kite-making materials, though. Could be for a kid. I'm sure the sender wants it delivered before Lantern Rite. Oh, by the way, here, have...
It invigorates your
All
spirits.
right, then. Deliver it if you
Release
want
the
to.
spirits.
Ooh, are you free in 2 days? How about we grab some dim sum from Shinya Kiosk? My treat, and don't even think about...
Whoa, that's way too generous of you.
Don't mention it. Just think of this as a thank you for all your help. Besides, the thing between me and my family, it's a long story.
You got
Might take
some
some time
generational trauma going on.
Paimon never says no to free food.
We'll see you at the kiosk then.
All right, then I'm off. See you in 2 days. Oh, and
We're gonna have to
Paimon,
fast forward
make
through
sure
time.
not to eat too much before then. Don't say I didn't
It's
warn
like I'm
you.
doing time stuff Thursday.
Is he underestimating Paimon? She's just gonna have to show him how much she can really eat.
It's like, yes, please,
Anyway,
keep eating and
is that
fatting yourself
family
up.
situation
We'll
really
make you all
that
the more
complicated?
valuable when you become emergency food.
He has such a happy-go-lucky personality. Plus, he's an enthusiastic and diligent worker. It's hard to imagine a guy like that being troubled.
How should I put it? Since he already plans to tell you himself, you don't need an old man like me to add my 2 cents. You seem to be around the same age, so you might have a lot in common.
Like, not really. We're probably thousands of years old,
Perhaps
but
you
go
could help him
on.
talk things through. Consider it a favor to me.
I'll try.
If you have the time, maybe
No
you can
promises.
make a little flag for us to wave about. It can say, "We provide aid in spades." Couldn't hurt to advertise our services, right?
Well, I can certainly arrange that. Is there anything else you wanted to say?
Wait, seriously? Paimon was just joking, but if you're going to get us something, she'd much rather have wintermelon cake instead.
Seems like Gaming really has rubbed off on. Would you like some more tea?
No thanks. We came all this way and still haven't gotten a chance to look around the wharf. We should see the kinds of kites they got. Maybe they'll have ones you can't find in Liyue Harbor.
That's not a bad idea.
All right, then. Please do let me know if you'd like more tea. You're welcome to stay as long as you like.
Okay. Well, where are we going now? Over here. Now follow the sparkles.
What are you doing here?
The way you
There
speak,
she is.
One might have presumed you were displeased to be
It's
in
like the
one's
cloud
presence.
retainer's hot now.
Take note, Paimon. You could learn a thing or two about how to respect your elders.
Ugh,
Like, it kind of
starting
gives me
on the
it's like,
stuff
it's kind of like,
already, huh?
it gives me like
Shouldn't you be
Bayonetta
back
vibes
in
a
your
little
cave
bit.
tinkering away at some
The
kite
glasses
related
and the
thingamabob or
black
something?
dress,
What brings you out
the
here?
ponytail. She's purty.
What's with that huge box next to you. Ah! Paimon gets it. You're here to do some shopping, aren't you?
You see it? Good.
And what of it? The Qixing's decision to integrate Fontanian technology into said kite-flying competition is of no consequence to oneself. Did you expect one to willfully compete against the whimsical trends of worldly sentiment, or perhaps even fall to petty sulking over such?
It's not that we think those things exactly. That's just what Mountain Shaper and Mooncarver told us. Or Tia something and Ho. Paimon can't be bothered to remember what their aliases were called.
Yeah, I forgot to, Paimon. I completely forgot. I was just like, those two guys. The two guys with the midlife crisis.
Tianyan?
Did she forget about them?
It appears time has quite flown since one's arrival in Liyue Harbor. How could one
She forgot about them too. Fantastic. We all forgot.
One shall have
I just realized she's wearing lipstick. She's got a little blue lipstick.
Nay, given that one has ventured all this way to Yilong Wharf, tea would be more advised. A great thought has illuminated one's mind once again. One is reminded that certain purchases have yet to be made. Perhaps you two could wait here whilst one performs this task. It'll be but a moment.
Huh? Wait, here? You're really just gonna ditch us here to what? Oh, that woman really just does whatever she wants.
It's like, let me go see what she's up to. You watch.
Just come back soon, okay? Paimon doesn't want anyone to try.
Welcome. Please have a look around.
It's like, don't worry about it.
Teas of the finest quality, sourced directly from Chaoying Village. Might I recommend the Songlo variety? It's one of our specialties.
Now, that sounds promising. One will bring some back for those old fossils, and 2 boxes will do.
Wonderful. By the
It's
way,
like,
we're actually
yes,
running
what
a
do
special
old
lantern
people
rite
like?
promotion. Buy 3 boxes,
Tea.
get 10%
I will
off.
buy them
4 boxes
all
will
the
make you 20%
tea.
off.
20% off 4 boxes. This merchant strikes a fair bargain. One might as well give some to Morax and Ping too. Then 4 shall...
I see. Are you intending to give these as gifts? If so, perhaps I can interest
Yeah,
you
buy
in
them
these
those
exclusive gift sets. Buy 10,
yeah, those
get
caramel
half off.
candies. Get
Look
the
at magnificent design.
wood is
And
original.
red
The
ribbon
butter
gives quite
the
festive flair,
butterscotch
don't you think?
wood is
Such a gift
originals.
would be sure to impress any lucky friend.
Yeah, exactly. The wood is originals. Yes.
10 boxes. Seems rather excessive. But if one factors in the conqueror of demons and one's disciples...
10. A nice round number, don't you think? Of course you do. I'll even shave a little extra off the...
That is agreeable. One will... I will have these boxed up then.
Of course, Right.
Like, ma'am, you're
I see
being
you have quite the eye
overcharged.
for fine items, mademoiselle. Perhaps some of my wares might also be of interest to you.
Oh no, they see that you have money.
I'm a toy merchant from Fontaine. You'll get
They're like,
nothing
oh,
but the
she dumb and she got
finest
money.
and most intricate
We got
craftwork
skim out of all
toys
money.
Mora can buy here. Each one sure to be a sort.
Perhaps you could enlighten me then. When should said amusement be derived?
Well, that is, of course, best understood by playing with them yourself. If you could wait just a moment, I can bring one out and give you a demonstration.
Like, play that
There
instrument.
is no need for that.
Mademoiselle.
Give me your newest and finest model, and be sure to package it securely.
Ah, of course. Here you go.
Ma'am, please.
The instruction manual is...
I can do without. Many watchful eyes surround this place. If one were to be spotted purchasing a mechanical toy such as this, a child's plaything no less, there is no harm in bringing it back to study in secret.
Ma'am, please. No one cares. Yeah, I should head back before she notices. Alright, well.
Oh, Shenyan, did Did your shopping go smoothly?
No.
Naturally, one may not delight in social interactions, but that does not mean one lacks said faculties.
Looks like she's easily swayed into buying things. That box looks fit to burst already.
And you two? Are you not here to purchase things?
We just haven't had time yet. It doesn't look like there are any kite stalls around Elong Wharf.
Yeah, we were gonna go buy some kites or something, and then we got distracted.
You are also planning to participate in the kite flying competition, then?
Also,
one means to say, you along with all the other youths. One has been entreated to share one's kite-making expertise, and indeed, there was little one could do about such persistent supplication. One moment energetic and earnest, and dejected the next. One had no choice but to acquiesce to these requests, and thus, one will be organizing a kite-making workshop to provide personal instruction in this art form.
Oh, who will be participating then?
Shuyu, Shenhe, Ganyu, and Yayo.
Wow, that's quite a few people. Also, this is all pretty well, Xinyun, but it's not like you have to make your own kite to participate in the competition. You can't just buy one ready-made and call it a day.
but where's the fun in that? I want to make a
You
kite.
speak of those equipped with the mechanical lifting device, do you not? 'Tis nothing but a crude piece of mortal machinery. The mechanism that one has developed was the fruit of millennia of meticulous study. Let us not speak of the source of the mechanism's power, but rather its structure.
Okay.
It is composed of materials as light as bamboo and as strong as iron. This composition grants it the lightness.
Didn't the guy
of
say
wind
you needed
to
bamboo
ascend
to build
into
the kite?
sky and the durability to follow the wind.
So
for
yeah,
many
it would be as
miles.
light as bamboo because
built
it is
with a
bamboo.
series of intersecting rods that. Never mind. It is unlikely the two of you will understand, even should one expend the effort to explain. One is better off saving one's breath.
It sure seems like you want to talk about it, though.
So, will you be attending the workshop or not?
Yes.
Wait, you've been trying to invite us this
Seems
entire
interesting.
Alright
Yeah,
then.
shut up,
No
Paimon.
need to prepare the materials in any case. One has it all sorted. Arrive at Mount Outsong in 2 days. I shall. be
Everyone wants to see us in
expecting you
2
around
days.
today.
Are you leaving? Don't you want a guard to help you with that big box of yours?
Surely you jest. One goes as one pleases. For what reason would one need to rely on another?
Oh, she can make it float. Ain't that convenient?
It can float?
I want a
One
suitcase like
calls it
that.
The floating toting device.
Like, I'll take 20.
Huh. She seems pretty proud of that one. Look at her walk down the street. She seems so confident, but everyone around her is looking at her all funny. Paimon wonders...
Like, making my way downtown.
Anyway,
Walking past. Everyone's staring at me because I keep using my powers in public.
not that Paimon was peeking or anything. She just, got a bit unsteady for a second and accidentally brushed the embroidery on top. And wouldn't you know it, all the stuff inside almost came bursting out. Paimon even went out of her
Yeah,
way.
shut up, Paimon.
Paimon say is that Xianyun sure does try hard to save face. What did she call it again? A crude piece of mortal machinery? Paimon bets she just can't wait to take it apart and see how it's made.
That does sound like something she would do.
Totally. We should probably act like we didn't see anything, though. You know, in consideration of her feelings and all. After all, that is the propriety with which one should comport oneself. When it comes to an elder, right?
I guess. Alright, that's the end of part 1. There's 3 parts to this. Hello? Who are you? You're the storyteller? Something about paintings? Something about a speed run? I don't remember no speed run. What's your point, ma'am? What do you got for us? A brand new type 50. Okay, here we go. Iridescent cloud striding. All you need to do is vault over valleys and mount the mountaintops with your nimbleness, showing your brilliant dynamism to all and sundry just as before. Easy peasy, we're in. Like, all you had to say was that we just had to climb some mountains. Let's go. I am a fish. Don't cry. I am just a fish. Don't cry. I am just a fish. Yeah, you reach destination, collect the lanterns. I'll miss one's our challenge. She'll lose points, so blue bad, red good. Pick things up. Let's go. Yeet. That's another thing about another new thing about this leeway section is you can turn into fish. Wait, where do I go? Oh, up here. Okay. There we go. Gotta dodge these things. There we go. Up and away. Yeet. And then whoosh. Whoopoo. Yippee. Oops. I missed some. Oh well. Where am I? Ah, here we go. And there we go. I got a gold medal. I think I did okay. Oh, you only need like 3,000. I got more than that, so. Yeah, so we're good. I'll do another one of those. Why not? Let's see. Turn into Tranquil. Takes the opportunity to score more points. Okay. Whatever that is. I'll figure it out. Let me be a fish. Swimming as a fish. Fish in the sky. Oh, happy as pie. I wanna try that wife pie. See if the melon is good. 'Cause I haven't had winter melon before. Let me try the watermelon. Whee! And touchdown! Easy peasy. Alright. I think there was another mini game or something I didn't do. Let's go check that one out too. Just to see what it's all about. Like they love to have their little mini games. Hey, kitty. Kitty. Hey, kitty. He cry at me. What kitty? Yes, hello, kitty. Round, fluffy. Yes, pet kitty. Yeesh. You want a lap, kitty? Is that it? What is it, kitty? You want to come on my lap or not, kitty? Come on. Come on, kitty. Come on. He's not sure. He's not making up his mind. There you go, kitty. Yay, pets for kitty. So they're doing a thing with Guoba? Oh yeah, I think there was a thing with the paper plays last year, so I guess they have a theme this year. With Guoba and Yao Yao's bunny. The bear versus the Benoy. Fun and food in one place. Use the left stick to consume movements and guide Guoba and Yugui. Push the stick continuously to move continuously. Judge with the instant once all the characters have reached the ingredient position. Each move from the starting point will be recorded. Use recall to restore layout. Use 3 times. Okay. I'll probably figure it out. How many stages are there? A lot. Alright, so what's this all about? Oh, I see you have like a limited amount of moves. Kitty, make up your mind. Okay. We'll leave the starting point card. The areas they pass through will be marked. Marked areas will be deemed inaccessible. Returning along the marked lines will restore moves. So I can't cross over the same place twice at once, but I can backtrack. Yeah, I can't reach. Okay, that's one way to do it. How do I reach? Yeah, so I did that. That locked the spot. There's a piece of grass in my way. Oh, just changed the direction from the cart. Okay, I get it now. I get it now. Do I have to use the box again? Like, this box seems to be good at getting keys. Alright, well. Cool. Like, well, that was a mini game. I have to wait until the appointed time now. Let me see here. Oh yeah, make sure you're getting your drops. Like, that's why I'm streaming, so we can all get our drops. There we go. Get your free primos so you can roll for your waifus or your husbandos.
Paimon has never had dim sum at Shinue Kiosk before.
I don't know if that's faster or not. Whatever.
Ooh, and that's Paimon's stomach right on cue telling her it's time to go find Gaming. Let's go!
Yeah, it didn't make a difference. Whatever. Let's go. Let's get it in. We're going into the kiosk. Had to climb the doors to get in. But we're good. Petting kitty. Happy chunky boy.
You're here early. I just ordered. The food should be out in a second. Sit down, sit down.
Let's all take a seat.
Here, hand me your cups.
Oh, thank you.
Wait, you weren't supposed to drink that, Paimon.
Oops.
It's your utensils.
That's a thing?
You gotta make a toast. If the dishes arrive one after another, you think all the dishes have been delivered, the hostess brings over a generous bowl of seafood. Oh boy, I love seafood.
Wow, so much delicious.
Oh, we're getting a little CG. That's cute.
Really eat all this just for breakfast?
That's just how we do it where I'm from.
Are you not fat?
Most of the time, though, I don't eat lunch.
That's
after
a lot of
dinner.
food.
Oh, that's good to hear. Paimon doesn't need to
You have
worry about
leftovers for
what he wants
days.
then.
Eat. If it's not enough, we can always order more. Oh, and there's tong soy coming as well. I don't usually have that in the morning, but, well, since everyone's here, I just had to order it. What about you, traveler? Is the food to your liking? Want some more seafood congee? Let me refill your bowl.
Oh, thanks, yes.
I'm gonna take you up on that. So
Give me the
let's
foods.
nice and
I
low
like
and
the
make sure
foods.
she
I
gets
like the
most of
seafood.
shrimp. Thanks.
And one picks up the chopsticks and digs in. I get the fork because I ain't good with chopsticks. Each dish is exquisite and uniquely tasteful. You slowly start to relax. You enjoy pleasant conversation over a satisfying meal. Goes on till even Paimon can't eat another bite.
So full. That meal was so satisfying, it even gave Paimon some extra brain juice. Oh, listen. Paimon's figured it out.
Figured out what?
Let's think about this for a second.
Like, what's this
Gabby.
about brain juice?
He invited us to this awesome restaurant and ordered a whole table full of expensive dim sum just for the three of us. Well, you must be hiding the fact that you're some young master from a rich family. That would explain why you try to keep your friends and family away from each other.
Are you confusing me with Xingqiu?
Yeah, it sounds more like Xingqiu.
You know Xingqiu? You sure know a lot of people.
Well, when you're on the road as much as I am, you hear all sorts of rumors. Sometimes they're true, sometimes they're not. What it comes down to is being able to tell the difference. More often than not,
His
that
eyes
means
look
knocking
like
on
he
some doors to
constantly
find
has
out
a
for
light
yourself.
ring reflecting from his eyes. A little weird.
Oh, you truly are a man of many talents, young.
Okay, enough with the teasing. Sorry to burst your bubble, Paimon, but you're wrong about my family situation.
What? Oh, Paimon thought she was onto something.
My dad is just an ordinary tea merchant. Small scale stuff, you know? It wouldn't even make sense to mention his business in the same breath as the Feiyun Commerce Guild. My dad... he always wanted me to inherit the family business. To be a merchant like him. But that's just not who I am. It's not who I ever wanted to be.
I mean, he always seems so happy and carefree. This is the most serious I've seen him. This topic must be very important to him.
Have you ever talked to him about it? You know, about your interests and aspirations and stuff.
Like talking to your father? About your
course I have.
aspirations?
I told him I
Heaven
wanted to be a
forbid.
wushu dancer. That I wanted all of Tevat to see what I could do. According to my dad, though, that wasn't a real job. Just a child's pipe dream.
See, exactly. Of course he's not gonna approve.
I'm sure he thought I would come around eventually, but wushu dancing has always been the only thing I wanted to do. One day, he tried to get me to visit some other tea merchants to start building the right relationships, but I refused to go. We got into a huge fight. We were this close to throwing hands.
Oh no.
In the end, I was so angry that I ran away from home. I haven't been back since. Don't get on my case just yet, okay? It's not like I think I'm completely without fault. No.
Gee, I sure would
I know
love
that it
the
wasn't
fat
the right way
people
to go
that
about things.
didn't get
But
to
my dad's
participate in
stubborn.
this event,
No matter how
not
hard
get
I tried to
Gaming's
convince him,
entire
it just-
tragic
within 1
backstory
year
about
and
his
out the other.
family.
There was no changing his mind. I knew
You know, something
talking
that
would
probably
only
should
get
have
me
been in
so
a
far,
permanent
but
feature of the game, like a
if
hangout
I made
event.
it big in Liyue Harbor, the results could speak for themselves.
But Genshin isn't very good at that.
But
I mean, look
I'm sure you
look at
both already
Kazuha's
know how
lore.
that's
Half of
going.
it was in limited time events.
Wushu dancing's just not that big in Liyue Harbor. In the past, I would go door to door from store to store, asking if they would be interested in hiring a performer. Most times, I wound up eating nothing but humble pie. And you can't just rely on dreams to put food on the table, right? So, I found a job as a guard to make some money. And now I have enough to get by and then some. Still, change takes time. Gotta take it slow, you know?
Paimon understand.
Okay, enough of all that serious talk. Our tea's getting cold. Ooh, let's do something fun this afternoon.
Actually, we kinda already have plans this afternoon.
Yeah, we gotta go see a big bird
We
lady.
told Xianyun that we would go to her kite making work.
Oh?
Are you interested in kite making, Gaming?
Oh, no. It's just that I happen to know Auntie Xianyun.
Auntie?
That is her.
Oh, I know that she's an adeptus. I met her during a delivery once.
Calls her
But hasn't she
auntie.
been in the city
Ain't that
lately?
cute?
She's even tried, with some limited success, to change her terms of self-address or something like that.
Yeah, I
came to
noticed
see me
she's
a
been
few days
messing with
ago
her
to ask about
pronouns.
luminescent Wait a
Instead of
second.
referring to herself
She
as
doesn't plan on putting
Juan,
those on a kite, does she?
she says I like a normal person.
It's one thing to use it on cloth, but applying it to paper is another matter entirely. Why couldn't she tell me what she wanted them for?
Yeah, she does seem to have trouble with that sometimes.
It would be such a shame if everyone worked so hard on their kites only for them to get ruined in the end. Okay, I'll go with you. If Auntie Xianyun wants to use those dies on a kite, the formula will need to be changed.
Great, the more the merrier.
Alright, time for part 2. Part 2, part 2, part 2. Need to get out of here. Let me out. Let me out. Like, this area is exclusive for events. Let me out. Alright, head all the way up here to the mountains. That's the nice thing about the fish, is that it lets, even though the new Leo area is still very mountainy and stuff, you don't have to worry about climbing so much because you can just hop around like a fish. You flop on the cliffs like a little fish. It's very nice. I like it. It's convenient. Oh hey, it's the Goyles.
Ganyu!
Ganyu.
Come on, wake up! Some friends have arrived.
Hello, friends.
You need to get some sleep, Goyle.
Ganyu!
Oh, I have some mint oil. Perhaps we should try that. A guest at Wanmin restaurant recommended it to me. I've tried it. Its stimulative effects are much stronger than what can be achieved from
Yeah,
chewing
you
on
take a
mint
big
leaves
whiff of that
alone.
mint oil, like, woo, boy.
Apologies in advance.
Well, you gonna stick up her nose?
Wait, Shenhe?
Wait, what are you doing? Takes out this green bottle, extracts some smelly liquid, and applies it to her horns. Why are you putting them on her horns? You're looking sharp, mouth agape. Can't stop her in time. Like, if you put them on her horns, they're gonna get in her hair.
She's awake.
Are you okay, Ganyu?
Alright, Kitty's off my lap. Let me readjust.
Or maybe something to
Recalibrate.
eat?
I'm fine. I just feel chilly all over.
Huh. Was it that effective?
Chilly, huh? Master always says a cool head leads to a calm heart. So, does this mean that heat's what we need to help you, Ganyu? Paimon doesn't think that's what the expression means exactly.
I feel a bit better now. Was I asleep? Must have been around the time I usually take my midday nap.
Did you not sleep last night? That does seem to happen to you often. Perhaps you should come work at Wanmin restaurant with me. We get off at 10 on the dot every night without fail.
I could never. I'm
Hey,
sorry. I seem to
Get a
have missed
normal
your
sleeping
name.
schedule?
You
Nah. Heaven forbid.
Me? My name is Gaming. I work as a guard for the Secure Transport Agency.
Gaming. The name sounds familiar. I believe I've heard your name mentioned around the Ministry of Civil Affairs. People tell me you're an extremely enthusiastic worker, and you are very generous with your help.
Well, you know me.
My name is Ganyu. This is Shenhe, and this is Yao Yao.
Yao
It's an honor to finally meet you all. Oh, you must be here for Auntie Shen Yun's kite making workshop, right?
Yes, I have neither made nor flown a kite before. As long as Master is willing to teach, I am willing to learn.
Yeah, let's all make kites together.
I want to participate in the kite flying competition with my plus. It's more meaningful if you make the kite yourself.
Wait, who's your best friend?
Your best friend didn't come with you?
Is it Chi-Chi?
Well, Chi-Chi's been super
Yeah, good
busy
guess. I'm like, is it Chi-Chi?
Give her a huge surprise. Oh, I also brought bandages and ointment with me today. It's easy to cut yourself when working with bamboo, so I thought I should come prepared.
Wow, you're really thoughtful.
As for myself, I'm afraid I lack some of my companion's enthusiasm. I was originally planning to buy a ready-made kite and just enjoy the festive city atmosphere with everyone, but Cloud Retainer is always going out of her way to look after her juniors, wanting us to have the best there is. It was so thoughtful of her to arrange this workshop, so I simply couldn't let such consideration
Yeah,
go
she's
to
so
waste.
thoughtful.
My
She took an
motivation
outfit
for
and
being here
split
might
it
be a little
amongst the two
different,
of
yes.
you.
But I'm ready to put in just as much effort as everyone else.
Did her hips get wider since we last saw her, or am I just imagining things?
Be here by now?
Who is it that speaks of oneself in such an ill-tempered tone?
Oh, come on! You clearly heard Paimon! Master stopped to buy grilled tigerfish to share with everyone. Come get it while it's still warm.
Oh yeah, in her story quest, she takes this kid in as an apprentice.
Smartest, coolest, and prettiest adeptus. Someone as wonderful as you.
Yeah, upgrades, people, upgrades.
Right?
It's nice thickness. She's thick with 2 C's. She's got a new outfit too, but I don't have her, so I don't benefit from getting it.
So delicious.
Both her and Shenhe got outfits.
It appears that we've ended up with quite a few participants indeed. Go ahead and divide yourselves into small groups. The materials are over here. The regular dyes and luminescent ones have been clearly marked. Use them as you see fit. As for how to make the kite, one assumes you all made sure to listen to the instructions one provided while we were eating. Yes?
Nope, I don't recall
Are there any
anything.
Paimon may have focused a little too hard on the eating and less on the listening.
I'll be the one making it anyway.
I knew she could count on you, traveler.
One will wait under this tree and avail oneself of the cool air while one digests. Do not hesitate to seek one's company if you have any trouble, questions, or simply want to chat.
Alright.
Why don't we go see what the others are up to?
Yeah, what's everyone else making? What are you making?
Hey, Gaming, want to team up?
Huh? I have to participate? I thought I'd be done for the day after adjusting the dye formula.
You're that unenthused by kite making, huh? That doesn't seem like you.
No, it's not that. It's just... it would take too long to explain. I guess I'll just make one then. What shape should we go with? How about a butterfly?
That's pretty standard. It symbolizes a desire for freedom, which is what he's searching for.
What do you think, Shannon? Is there a particular design you want?
I want a swanee.
That might be a
A
little
swan?
hard to pull off.
True, but I still want to try. They're super cute.
Okay.
Like, what
let's
is
decide it
that?
then.
Oh, it's some kind of dragon.
Shenhe.
Yeah, it's some kind of
It'd be
Chinese
great if you
dragon.
could refrain from putting things on my horns from now on. They're really quite
Alright, cool.
I see. My apologies. I shall remember that in the future.
Thank you. No harm done.
Good. Could I touch them just once more, though? No oil or anything this time. I've just always wondered what Miss Ganyu's horns feel like.
Wow, so forward.
Please,
Just don't yank them off.
Ganyu.
Be gentle.
Well, all right. Just be gentle.
Yeah, exactly. Be gentle.
Firm to the touch with no discernible temperature. Oh, not unlike certain medicinal plants I've eaten before.
It's like, we don't need to recreate that child, Dojin. We really don't. It's like, God, no.
I see. Then I'll apply the
I
oil
mean,
to
yeah,
your
she
forehead
liked it,
next time.
but
Oh, no need.
it was
I'll
kind of
just
messy.
refrain from taking afternoon naps outdoors. Anyway, we should probably get started on our kite. It won't be long before Cloud Retainer comes to check on our progress. Perhaps we should just choose the most traditional style.
Okay.
Well, they seem to be getting along swimmingly.
Cool. And then? What Yao Yao doing? Yeah.
Auntie Cloud Retainer, look! Am I doing it right?
Bird!
Very good. Your frame is nice and sturdy. This design, is it a finch?
Feels like a good bird. A bird's a good choice.
Yep.
One
Nice
is looking
whistling.
forward to seeing your finished product.
What color are you going to make it, Yao Yao? I haven't decided yet.
There we go.
Blue, it'll be more like my friends. But if I make it gold, it'll be more like me.
If you are asking for one's own opinion, one would advise choosing gold.
I like
When
gold.
giving a gift, the key consideration is the recipient's feelings, is it not?
I
One
love
imagines your
gold.
friend would much prefer a kite that reminds them of you.
Oh, hey, I never told you the kite was for Chi-Chi. How did you know?
With age comes wisdom, child. One simply has a way of knowing things.
I've been stalking you as a bird. I stalk everyone as a bird.
Good. One will watch.
Like, that's the benefit of having a bird form. You could just fly everywhere.
One was under the impression that one was supposed to be doing the relaxing.
We actually haven't started yet, but we're going to start, right now.
Yeah, what are we gonna make? I want to know what kind of
Started on
wood
our
make.
kite now. Let's go.
Can we choose?
First, we have to decide on the shape. Hey, what are you laughing at?
The obvious answer is to make a Paimon-shaped kite.
That's not a completely
Just like
crazy
me, for
idea.
real.
If nothing else, a Paimon-shaped kite could at least make sure you never get lost on your
It's like,
travels.
are you also a boy aloha gator?
Food and funnest things to do wherever you go. Maybe we're not exercising enough artistic license. Ooh, we should exaggerate this a bit. How about this? The word Paimon means the guardian angel of travelers.
Not just the stalking part. At least you're honest. Wow, you really did make a Paimon kite. That's cute. Aww. The little chibi.
Expression should
I
be
like
different,
it.
Since the kite is going to be flying super high in the sky.
She should look pleased with herself.
Ooh, like this?
Yeah.
The title of champion kite flyer is mine.
Yeah, that one.
We've decided. Let's make it happen.
It's like, I see no problems with this.
It's done. Paimon has to say, Kite Paimon might even rival real Paimon in terms of cuteness.
If you say
Now we
so.
just have to attach the string, right?
All right, gather around, everyone.
Oh, Shenyan's calling us.
Bob the Bee, now you... Well, yeah, the Domo lemon juice, welcome.
Let one take a look.
It's no killing today. Today's Genshin Day. Instead, we enjoy kites.
Banyu and Shenhe
We
made
make
a
kites and fly
Shizuke
them in the
swallow.
sky.
It's so pretty. Yep. The coloring makes it
How
look
about
a
you
lot
make
like
people fly
Master.
like kites? heads.
If the tail wasn't split in two like that,
You
it
just
might
get some
even be a
string
spinning
and,
edge.
you know, some sticks.
If you look closely, there are a few spots where the colors go outside the lines. Did you doze off while painting it, Ganyu?
I did the painting. I stared at the paper for quite some time, but I simply could not recall the coloring of any bird. Except Master. Or should I say that I'm too familiar with her crane form? Even when she stands before us in human form, all I can see is blue and white.
So many colors.
Oh, well, now that you mention it, Paimon can see it too.
Exactly. So I simply closed my eyes and painted from memory.
No way. You can paint with your eyes closed? Wow. The disciples of Adepti really are something.
Yeah, some people can
You
do
are
pictures
most
good in their
filial, Shenhe.
heads.
One is flattered
But
by
some
the
people
likeness.
can't do pictures in their heads at all.
The Swanee that Gaming and Shuyu
Which
made
surprises
looks
me. I
very
can do pictures
majestic.
good in my head.
I'm sure it'll
But
look even more
putting it on
impressive as
paper?
it soars
No,
through
that's
the
not
sky.
happening.
The eyes and ears glow in the dark, so you're sure to see it at night.
Am I allowed to fucking watch at Discord? What do you mean? You're here. You're watching right now. What do you mean?
What about your kite, traveler?
Am I allowed Twitch? What, is Twitch giving you a problem?
Its self-important countenance.
Oh, Twitch
bears
is giving you a
striking
problem. Ah.
resemblance to that of its namesake.
It makes her look like she's already won the competition.
Paimon's face looks so cute.
That's gonna happen.
I'm not getting any problems on my end, so unfortunately it's a you problem.
Is that the
Like
jade
no dropped
chamber?
frames, and I'm looking at another
Oh?
thing and it's running perfectly fine. Gentle breeze.
Who dares attempt such
Yeah,
a
you live in the steep.
impropriety by releasing a kite into one's territory without one's permission? Oh, and to do so by making use of this?
It's like, did you get buried in the
piece of
snow?
mortal machinery. One simply must know who it is that possesses such impertinence.
Oh no, she morbid.
Continue
She morbed back into a bird! No!
Cloud Retainer? Traveler,
Come
Paimon,
back!
Could I trouble you to go after Cloud Retainer?
Master's going to be okay, right?
She's gonna eat all the
More worried
worms.
about the person who released the kite.
There's wind up ahead. Looks like we can glide over.
Like, cool, we get to keep the kite. I like how it came out. I'll have to see what the other things look like later. Cause it looked like there was like different faces you could make. I'm sure someone's made a compilation by now. Like, find out where she's gone. Gee, I wonder if it's related to these soicles that are blowing me in this particular area. Maybe that'll tell me where she is.
This Fontanian device of mechanical motion is quite curious indeed.
Ah, yes, the
Now is
middle-aged
hardly an
men.
opportune time for your was not sufficiently attentive.
Like
and
the
now
middle-aged
kite
men
has
with the
vanished.
midlife crisis.
Calm yourself. Do you have any recollection of its last location?
One believes it drifted in the direction of Mount Outsong. Perhaps it is mere happenstance, but one feels a certain sense of dread at the thought.
Your concern is misplaced. Cloud Retainer is either in the city looking after her disciples, or secluded in her abode attending to her research. She will not notice that kite.
Joke's on you,
subject
she
of said
sees
kite,
shit.
however,
She sees
one
everything
simply
everywhere.
must remark on the genius of its windless lift technology. One cannot help but surmise that its ingenuity rivals that of Cloud Retainer's creation.
Still thy tongue. If Cloud Retainer were to hear you profess such a thing, we can both say farewell to any further use of the Supreme Cuisine Machine.
The Supreme...
One presumes
the,
that this kite
don't want to be
belongs
cut
to
off the
you.
Supreme Cuisine Machine.
Regard the situation with which we are now confronted. This is all your fault.
How are we gonna get us Crunch Wrap
One seems
Supremes
to
if we don't
recall
got the
that
Supreme
releasing
Machine?
The kite was no solitary. Say something, Mountain Shaper. Surely you can think of something to appease her.
Further explanation shall only fan the flames of her wrath. It would be better to stay silent and retire at the earliest opportunity.
We can hardly.
Like, too bad not everyone knows that it's best to shut the fuck up sometimes. I say for no particular reason.
Our true identity.
Hello?
Go retrieve the kite.
Absolutely not. You retrieve it.
That is not our kite.
Oh, so an adeptus such as oneself is mistaken then?
Ah, you're an adeptus? Please forgive us for any impropriety. I truly possess no inkling of who could have released a kite into your esteemed domain. Pray, who could be responsible for such wanton behavior?
It's like, bro.
But delighting in the surrounding scenery. This locale is home to such exquisite mint.
Mint!
Well,
Would I like a little mint?
Then we'll just be on our
Would you like a little mint?
We finally caught up. You sure do fly fast in your illuminated bird form, Shinyan. Mooncarver? Mountain Shaper? What are you doing here?
Ha! Busted.
You?
She...
Did she say something wrong?
It is of no consequence. Long has one seen through their disguises. One was simply curious as to how long they would keep up the act.
I was fucking with them. Like, I knew all along.
How could one feel anger at the sight of two old friends enjoying themselves? One is also well aware of how enticing these city novelties.
We were simply consumed by a fit of festive spirit. Seldom do we get the opportunity to partake in the delights of the times. However, we are far
Like, that's a
from
lot
being
of
as
words of
adept as
saying,
you
we just
in
wanted to
matters
have
that
fun and
require
fly a
adeptness
kite.
of hand. Born of our own making. Thus, we could only take
One
the
needs to cut
convenient
back on
route,
words
so
and
to
give a
speak.
TLDR.
Your prowess in mechanics is unparalleled, Cloud Retainer. You wield the wind and waves themselves. Your singular talent stands unmatched across the land. Of this, we are well aware.
One has guests to attend to. We will have to convene again some other time. Traveler, Paimon, do try to keep up.
Yes, ma'am.
Leaving already? All this flying from place to place is wearing Paimon out.
We could just use a waypoint. Shut up. Not that hard. It's like, I got all the waypoints for a reason. Alright. Fly back on down and see how everyone's doing with the stuff. Did some people go home? Where's Yao Yao? Where's gaming?
Paimon's pooped. Hi. Why are there only two of you left?
After you left, Yao Yao and Shu Yu tired themselves out playing with their kites. Gaming offered to escort them home.
Before he left, he said something that I don't quite understand.
Oh? What?
He said, a kite is always tied down no matter how far it flies or how high it soars. Its tether prevents it from ever truly flying free.
Symbolism.
He looked quite dejected as he said this.
Now that you mention it, Gaming did seem to have a rather strange attitude towards kites.
Perhaps he sees himself reflected in them.
A reflection of himself.
Symbolism.
If I were a kite, I would cherish that tether as a symbol of kinship and the bonds that tie us.
Shenhe?
It may be an exceedingly slim and distant connection, but lose it, and you lose that which links you to home. If Gaming truly sees a kite as a reflection of himself, then I fear
It's like,
I
yeah, it's not like
understand
we
his
can
words
relate at
even
all.
less.
Well, people often have different points of view depending on their mindset and experiences, right? It's actually quite normal.
Just like some people can eat spicy food, but others won't go anywhere near it?
Exactly. That's why tolerance and understanding are as important as they are.
I don't know how
Tolerance and
spicy food fits into that, but sure.
What brought about this conversation?
We were just chatting. You don't have to butt in on every little thing, you know. Where were you anyway?
She's a mother hen.
One was
Literally.
merely doing a bit of cooking. Night fast approaches. If you are otherwise unoccupied, one would entreat you to stay and eat before you depart.
Oh, it's been so long since I've had the chance to enjoy your cooking, Cloud Retainer.
Worry not. One has prepared a variety of meat and vegetable dishes. One is more than familiar with everyone's culinary proclivities.
We'll take up on your
Shenhe,
offer then.
Ganyu, come with me.
I'm good with food.
Whoa, what's
Give me food.
secrecy? You're not trying to play favorites, are you? If you're ready to serve the food, we can help too.
Like, yeah, what do you need? Need ingredients? I can go get it. I got plenty of experience collecting ingredients for a stew. Back in the days of playing Hey You Pikachu. Oh, here's their new outfits! Here we go. Yeah, they're like, buy these new outfits. Here they are. Oh, they're cute.
I can feel the wind brushing against my legs.
They really purposely highlighted how thick she is right around those spas.
Is the headpiece
It's very nice. I like it.
should have asked Cloud
I like the
Retainer
flowers.
before I stepped outside.
Shenhe's looking good too.
How do we look?
Yeah, need Ganyu outfit.
She asked
Well, it's in the store. Might as well get it now while it's discounted. You look great.
Look pretty too, Ganyu. Oh, how should Paimon put it? You both look so elegant and refined. Those outfits really suit
Yes,
you both.
exactly. Spicy.
Given that one employed the services of the
Almost
best
spicy.
tailor
Welcome.
in
Yes.
all of
It's
Liyue,
just thighs
one
for
would expect
everybody.
nothing less.
It's like thighs are on the menu, boys.
Ganyu.
Lately, why is Cloud Retainer suddenly asking about what colors we like?
I like black.
One is gratified to see one's disciple has inherited.
Of course she
one's
likes
own
black.
taste.
The color black doesn't get dirty easily. A virtue I've come to value recently.
That's the same reason why I like black. We have so much in common.
I favor blue and black.
And the material is sufficiently comfortable, yes?
It's so nice.
Very. I simply cannot thank you enough, Cloud Retainer, for this gift.
It's like the more I look at the flowers, the more I like them.
Thank you, Master.
One is content as long as
And the
you
little
are
bow
pleased
on her
with the gift.
butt, I
One
really
hopes
like
these
how they put
garments
even
will
more
seem
flowers
much
on it.
use.
I really like it.
Seems like your supreme cuisine machine is just getting better and better, Xianyun.
Hell yeah.
Golden crab's particularly good. The
Get
shell
them
is
thigh
deliciously
cuisine
crunchy,
supreme.
And the inside is so succulent and sweet. Paimon can't stop eating. It's a good thing Gaming isn't here, or Paimon would have to duel him for the food. You know, with chopsticks.
It would be a close
Traveled
match.
all this way on account of the kite making workshop, and he spent the whole afternoon looking after Shuyu. One was hoping to treat him to a meal. Oh well. One will just have to extend one's thanks in person.
It's rare for someone to make such a good impression on you, Cloud Retainer.
One has high standards. He appears to be a young man of much
Like, one
merit,
cannot believe the
and one is
audacity
not
of
the
this
type who would
bitch.
feel such
It appears that he wishes to break free from the kite string that tethers him.
Kite string? Huh, what strange metaphors you speak in, Shenhe. Ever since you returned from one mean restaurant, your turns of phrase render one at quite the loss.
Where do we
Yeah, and then it's like Shenhe got it. The pin in Shenhe's hair kind of looks like a dragon horn, so that's pretty cool.
One has only heard that the two are not on good terms.
She's got flowers too, but it's not like as
been back since?
much.
Ran away, you say? Oh.
Like it's a little simpler.
One believes we would all
But
benefit
also very
from a
sleek.
more thorough retelling. Start from the beginning.
Oh, okay. Paimon just hopes he won't mind.
It's like, yes, tell them about Gaming's family situation.
This shall not do. Lantern Rite fast approaches. We must make haste. As one was contacting various tailors around Liyue,
I can't get over her blue lipstick.
He possessed a singular talent for clothing design. He had an exquisite eye, not just for fabric selection and color pairing, but also for what accessories could best accentuate a garment's overall styling. At a gathering of Adepti, Bonanis once complained in secret to some of the ladies in attendance that the skirt Menogius made for her was too long and impractical, lamenting that it would only...
Ah, there you are, Cosmic. Yell.
However,
yeah, Ganyu's an on-screener, Shinha's not. The choice is simple. Yeah, that makes sense. Yes, Domo Cosmic, welcome. We're doing Genshinings today.
Was that type of person. When it came to
it's the Lantern Rite events. We made some kites.
Not even Rex Lapis could best his stubbornness. And later...
It's like one of the characters trauma dumped on us about his daddy issues, and then we told these pretty ladies about it, and now they want to help. You've been sleepy? Fair enough. I figured you were probably sleeping.
One means to say that Lantern Rite should be a day of reunion. It is a time to address problems before they turn
Your
into
caffeine immunity. Oh no. You might have to go on a cleanse.
Fate is fickle. The cruel reality of this world is that suffering and misfortune can befall any of us without...
They say it takes like at least a week to get it out of your system. Yeah, but here's the Eeper.
One should do one's utmost to make it so.
Oh, you are already. Okay, cool.
Do you have any ideas, Cloud Retainer?
But yeah, Ganyu and Shinha got new outfits, so now they look really purty.
No. Mechanics, perhaps. One fails to see it.
You have any in 24 hours? That's a start.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Your sweat stinks. Oh no.
Combining our efforts is a fine idea indeed. Aha! One has an idea. How about this? Does that make sense to everyone?
Yep. Oh, Paimon really hopes this works.
One's designs never fail. Now then, I counsel rest.
Oh yeah, and people were concerned about Shinha's outfit not having the red ropes that contain her. But I see on her outfit the red ropes are there, so she's fine. Alright, that's it for part 2. I gotta do the time thing again. My voice is peaking, is it? Am I? Hello? Well, I have a set. It's like since I just finished that, I'll take a look. Let me see. How do I sound? Ah. No, I sound fine. I sound fine over here.
A blade is like
maybe my voice just is peak.
Only those who sit in it many times can appreciate its true qualities.
But anyway, I'm gonna take my potty break before we move on to part 3. So BRB. Beep. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I figured I was fine because I checked everything earlier, which ironically caused my mic to mute. But yeah, Kitty goes on lap, of course. Who wants to pet Kitty? Yeah, let's skip to 2 days or whatever. Whatever it was they wanted me to do. I already forgot. Squeeze Kitty! Hug Kitty! Kitty butt. Oh, it has to be at a certain time. Ah! Now you rebooted your PC and it sounds normal. Okay. I've had that happen on my PC too, where the audio is distorted, and then Windows will be like, "You have to reset your PC to update your audio or whatever," and it's like, "Oh wow, that's probably what messed me up." It was probably that.
It's time to carry out the plan!
You getting hair everywhere?
Let's go find Gaming! Hope everything goes well.
Like, time to help Gaming with his daddy issues. Woohoo! Where is he? Hello, sir.
Paimon sees you've certainly gotten an early start this morning. Playing games already, are we? Who won this time? You the one
Kitty
buying
don't
dim sum
flop,
again?
okay? He's trying to lay on my lap.
Hey, when you
I
put
can't
it like
have him
that, it makes it
flopping.
sound like I'm always the one losing.
You're a bit distorted, but I changed the setting and now you
perfect,
sound
you're all
normal.
here.
Okay.
There's some important commission I need
Yeah,
your
it's like
help with.
if your computer had to do a Windows update or
Alright, I've got the
something,
time.
that might have messed things
Where are the
up. It
goods?
could have been anything.
Well, it's not just goods this time. I need you to escort a tea merchant and their wares from Chaoying Village to Liyue Harbor. A very important client has requested to meet with him.
Sure. What's this merchant's address?
Here.
The merchant's your father. Now go.
Then this must be a very crucial, very pressing commission, right?
I peeked again? What?
Of course, the sooner you complete it, the better. I would advise you to depart as soon as possible.
That's fine by me.
All right. Don't work too hard now, Longjo. We'll set off then.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, either way, we're on part 3 now. Oh, it brought us straight over
You're
here.
a bit quiet today,
Well, that's
Gaming.
convenient.
Oh, do you want Paimon to tell a story?
We're almost there. I'll take a rain check on that.
Where am I? Oh, kitty, kitty, kitty. Oh my god. He's all kitty's flop maxing. Oh my god. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, okay.
Hello.
You think you fixed it this time?
Tea merchant heading
Do I
to
sound
Liyue
okay?
Harbor. We're here to escort you.
Yeah, that's very Taffy Core. Like, Taffy Core is just flop maxing.
Dad?
And then biting when you don't want to flop max anymore. Flop max, bite pills.
It's nice to meet you. Just leave this
Alright, I'm
delivered
good?
to
Good.
him. Trust Paimon, he's got this in the bag. Gaming is super good at what he does. Everyone at the
Yeah, his
Secret
name is
Transport
one letter away from
Agency
being
says as
TikTok.
much. Even the Ministry of Civil Affairs has nothing but good things to say about him.
Seems like you've made some sort of name for yourself, at least.
The goods are all in order?
Yes, they're all here.
Like, yes, we have to help
Then let's get
Gaming with his Asian dad, who wanted him to be a tea merchant, but he didn't want to. Because he had aspirations and dreams.
A very important client
Heaven
has
forbid.
asked you by name. You kind of have to come with us. Paimon doesn't know how we would explain ourselves if you just didn't show up. Plus, you'd be missing out on a huge money-making opportunity.
Yeah, and I like
I
money.
see.
Let's get this
I
bread.
suppose I will have to trouble you all to escort me, then. Let's go.
Alright, we gotta go... all the way over here, okay. That was a little far.
We've been walking for so long. Is anyone tired? How about we stop and rest for a bit?
I'm fine.
Gummy, don't you usually have some
Let's
delicious
stop and
snacks
smell
on
the
you?
flowers.
Come on, bring them out so we can share them.
Ever since getting my headphones, my ears have been very sensitive to audio quality.
Thank you.
Oh, so you got new headphones. That could be part of it
The
too.
winter melon cake he gave us last time was so delicious.
Like new headphones, new
This
standards.
place looks nice and open. Why don't you all rest here for a second?
Huh? What about you? You're not going to join us?
Pet kitty during cutscenes.
I'm not tired.
The settings have been changing themselves.
I'll keep watch.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but
That's weird.
Just let him go.
Is it one of those headphones that has like a software you download or some crap?
okay, we'll just share amongst ourselves.
Is it one of
then.
those?
Did you know, Uncle Ip, that the flavor of these cakes changes depending on...
Halt!
Ah, so if
Who
that
goes there?
program updated, that might have reset your settings or some crap.
It appears
my
that
guess.
one's movements were overly conspicuous.
Enough of your musings. Focus. Focus on the matter at hand. Present your exquisite ornaments at once.
Indeed. Bring them forth
Like,
readily and
we
without
are totally
protest.
thieves.
What do we do?
It seems as if these two are acting alone. It won't be difficult to subdue
Like,
them, but
we are
we might
totally
have something else
thieves.
waiting in
Please
store for
hand
Dad.
us your money.
The best way to keep them safe is
They're with us. They're working
leave
for
this to
us.
me. I'll handle them. Traveler, Paimon, take my dad and the goods away from here.
No, Gaming. It's too dangerous.
This is what I do.
Wink.
A thorny foe indeed.
Wink,
Let us
wink.
depart and seek a target softer in blows and disposition.
Don't think I'm gonna let you off so easily.
Like, no, sir, please,
Away.
let them get away.
Let us away.
Coming!
Like, please, let them get away.
Don't worry, he's a great fighter. Paimon's even seen him take down a dozen or so treasure hoarders all by himself.
But Coming, if he had just stayed by my side and learned the family trade, he wouldn't have to put himself in such dangerous situations.
I just wanted him to learn about
Just
pay.
trust him. Let's go on ahead. We'd best get away from here.
Old people
in case
love
there are
cake.
other bandits in the area
We
waiting
made
in
so
the
much money.
ambush.
All is going to plan.
All according to Keikaku.
Okay, we should be good to
Okay,
stop
Kitty, now you're
here.
being... Now you're
Shall
done.
we?
You're done, Kitty.
What is he doing here?
Good
As
sir,
yet.
please listen to me.
You-
Reel
you-
in
you
your
raised the
line
paw
and
at
leave
me.
this
The
place
moment
as
he-
quickly as you can. There are bandits in the area.
He sells tea. And hi, Zhongli. Like, hello there.
Bandits, acting in broad daylight.
Oh, he's got a little ghost kite. That's cute. Did he borrow from Hu Tao?
Oh,
Like...
ah.
Someone get her a
I see.
lozenge.
It appears many people are catching a chill as of late. If your throat is bothering you, Paimon, perhaps some tea and rest are in order.
Nope, no need. Paimon's fine. She just had some cake stuck in her throat.
Must have figured it all out by now. Is he just Playing dumb on purpose.
If there are indeed bandits in the area, then we should inform the Millilith at once.
The guard that was escorting us is already on their tail.
Oh? Well, if that's the case, such matters are best left to those with the necessary expertise. Wouldn't you agree?
I suppose you're right. If ordinary people like us got involved, we would only cause more trouble.
Since we find ourselves otherwise unoccupied in this beautiful area, why don't we find a quiet place to relax while we wait for good news?
Sounds good to me.
That would be lovely.
Why don't you sit and medicate and... Meditate. Medicate. Yeah. Yeah, medicate yourselves. Meditate and drink some tea.
So, Uncle Ip does have a reason to be worried. After all, Gaming, the guard we mentioned, is his son.
Yep, group medication
The
time,
name
everyone.
sounds somewhat familiar.
Take your meds.
Ah, yes. That is the name of the Usho dancer who has been performing around Liyue Harbor recently, is it not?
Oh, have you seen him perform?
Indeed. I cannot help but admire his skill.
Yeah, let's
He
sit in the
truly encapsulates the
circle,
spirit of the
meditate, you close your
Usho
eyes, you
dancing
go
has
up,
become more well known in Liyue Harbor recently. However, although performers are seeing budding success, they have no doubt had to face many hurdles along the way. Ones not so easily understood by spectators such as ourselves. If you ask me,
Sorry,
what
you meant
truly
medic.
deserves admiration is
Like, but you had it right the
perseverance
first
in
time.
face of adversity. That is a rare attribute indeed. I have heard many of my acquaintances praise Gaming for his kind, selfless, and courageous disposition. To have a child so accomplished and upright, you must be a very proud
Put weed in
parent
the incense.
indeed.
I don't know how well that would work. That sounds like a bad idea.
Seems like Zhongli has decided to skip the formalities.
Uncle Yip.
Well,
Yip, yip.
He's a hard worker. Yes.
You should be sure to tell him you think that when he gets back.
It's like, yes, please say in explicit detail that you are proud of your son
Your
so he
son
can
is
stop
young
being
yet.
traumatized.
It's
Okay,
normal
thank you.
for someone his age to be a bit hot-headed.
Green
It's
smoke gets you
understandable
high,
to
so
find
it should
talking
work.
about such
Maybe,
things
I
in
don't know.
person
I'm not a scientist. I don't know how that
If there's a
works.
particular sentiment you wish to convey, perhaps we could pass it along for you.
No. It wouldn't be right to ask that of you. This thing between us has
My nose.
festered for many years now. In truth,
There we go.
there are some things that simply aren't easy for us to talk through. I've been in the tea business for most of my life, and I always hoped my child would do the same. Otherwise, how would he support himself? Over the past few years,
Like, he's been figuring it out.
I heard how well he was doing for himself as a guard. How his work was taking him to farther and farther off places. I also heard that he never gave up on wushou dancing. It made me happy. But I was also worried.
Yeah, I'd be worried too,
When you're
considering when we
young,
played the minigame for that, we kept
handle
being
all that
bounced around
physically
like fucking
taxing
bumper
work
cars.
and manual. What young person isn't capable of making a living that way? My concern is what happens when you get old. Every time I get to thinking like
Like,
that,
how are you going to settle
I cannot help
down
but be reinforced
when you can't
in
use
the
your bones
belief
no more?
that I was right. That I was right
When you
not
got the
to
crick
give
in your
in.
neck?
I often regret introducing him to wushou dancing as a kid. If I had known how things would turn out, I would have never taken him to see those performances in the first place.
It is only natural for a parent to strive to send their child down the right path. No one would begrudge you that sentiment, Uncle Ip. You need not worry.
You
Yes,
seem
listen
quite
to the
young,
the
Mr.
man.
Zhongli.
Listen.
Yet you speak with such wisdom. Perhaps I have misjudged your age.
Only by a few thousand years.
Your words are too kind. Truth be told, one of my old friends has several grown daughters. Rather than fretting about their future, however, she prefers to let them find their own way.
Are you referring to the cloud
She's
retainer?
more easygoing than I could ever be. I fear I lack such an open mind. Oh, I meant to say earlier, there is no need to be so polite. Feel free to call me by my name, Iptak.
Sure.
So, do you also think I fret too much, Mr. Zhongli?
That's not exactly what I was hoping to convey. Only a fool would ask a parent not to worry about their child. But think of it this way. Raising a child is not unlike flying a kite. Hold the string too tight, and it can no longer soar.
Ah, yes, back
As my
to the
friend once
symbolism.
said, if your children are aiming for the stars, clipping their wings will only cause them to come crashing down. You need to let out the line for a kite to soar.
It seems I was too stuck in my ways.
You need not reproach your heart.
It's interesting
for
that calling
caring.
someone by a
You
formal title
simply need
such
to
as uncle is
loosen your
apparently more
hold a
formal and
little.
childish than using their name.
Indeed, with such
Yeah,
a
they
big
have
heart,
they have different ways
why
of
not
naming
allocate
people.
the time you usually spend worrying about
They have like
Gami
different titles
to the
and
pursuit
stuff.
of other things, like going for a stroll, drinking tea, or taking in the scenery. You never know what surprises.
Like
could
some
be in
people
store.
basically have like a second name.
Things can change in the blink of an eye.
The blink of an eye, you say? Do things change so quickly?
Children grow up in quite the same way, do they not? Day after day, year after year, sometimes in the blink of an eye, but always when you least expect it. As a father, I'm sure you know that best.
Yes, you can say that again. 1 second, Gaming was a kid. The next thing I knew, he was ready to fly the nest.
Zhongli certainly has a way with words.
Yeah. There's your son right now. Go say you're proud of him, or and give him a hug or a pat on the back.
Dad, Traveler, Paimon. Good, you're
Don't
all
be
here.
emotionally constipated.
and
It's not healthy.
Mr. Zhongli from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor?
If you
You're
just
here too?
let it, keep it all inside,
A fated meeting indeed.
it's gonna build up
we were
and it's not
just
healthy.
enjoying some pleasant conversation.
Is everything resolved?
Well,
Are those
you
his
could
natural
say
hair
that.
colors? Apparently.
What does that mean?
Traveler, Paimon, come with me.
We're going by
I need to
anime
talk to
logic here.
Hmm.
Like, clearly he has his dad's brown hair. We don't know anything about his mom, so she could have been a redhead,
come right
and
out and
it
say
went
it.
with pure anime
Those two
logic, being like,
bandits?
yeah,
You sent them, didn't you?
a brunette and a redhead, yeah, he'll have half of both colors.
So, that's how we're starting up?
Can't look me in the eye, huh? Guess I'm right then.
Why am I getting... Oh.
But how did you know?
At first, their mannerisms seemed a bit stilted. But once I got close, it was obvious that they possessed great skills. I was right on their tail, and it should have taken only a few steps to catch up to them, yet somehow, I was never able to close that distance. People with that level of skill would have gone about things differently from the start, like sneaking up on us while we were distracted. Unless, of course, their real motive was to lure me away from the group all along.
Well, the jig's up.
Wow,
He figured
you're
it out.
pretty quick on the uptake.
I just have a lot of experience. I've dealt with many a ruthless bandit in my time, but I've never seen ones like them. In the end, I told them they would make good guards if they ever wanted to get back on the straight and narrow, and that they could hang out with me in Liyue Harbor anytime.
Yeah,
Well, that was
considering you
nice.
might be a little too good at making friends.
I'm guessing you guys were trying to help
It's
resolve
like,
things
yeah,
between my dad
become
and me.
friends with the bandits. Yeah.
I appreciate it, I really do, but this conflict between us has been going on for a long time. Even if those two were real bandits, and I was able to subdue them and show them what I was capable of, it wouldn't change anything. You've seen the way he talks to me.
It's not like that at all. Your dad really cares about you. You should see the way he talks about you when you're not around. Zhongli was talking things through with him, and he nearly agreed to let it go. You don't believe
We almost
us?
had it.
He won't let it go. He can say as much as
We
he
gotta
wants to
give
other
him an
people, but
emotional laxative
he
to
won't
let
talk
out
to
that
me.
emotional constipation.
I'm certain of it.
Get him some prune juice. Will you talk to him?
Told us you wanted to prove yourself to your dad. Why don't you tell him about all the hard work you've done these past few years?
Will that even do anything? I'm not sure talking is enough.
You won't know unless you try. Just like how you won't know if something is delicious unless you taste it. Listen to us.
Back on the
Time
food
to put these
analogy.
simple skills to good use. You can make friends with anyone, so why not your dad?
Good luck. Why is Paimon named Paimon anyway?
I'll do my best.
Well, that's because Paimon is Paimon.
You are very knowledgeable, Mr. Zhongli. I'm impressed.
We probably won't know
Despite
the actual
my
answer
being
for
in
another,
the
like,
tea
3
industry
years.
for several
No,
decades,
really.
it seems. I still have much
Yes,
to learn about
it is the
tea
name of a
tasting.
demon.
You
It's
flatter
like, yes,
me.
that is
It was
foreshadowing
nothing
that
but a few
Paimon is
humble
probably
musings.
part of some greater evil.
have you drank
Yes,
since
we're
we've been
aware. People have been speculating that for years. Not like it was alcohol.
Ipdak and I have found many a common interest.
It's like more than
Our
likely
friendship,
she's
much like a, cup
a
of
servant
tea,
of
seems to grow
Celestia
stronger the longer it has to steep.
Well said,
who
Mr.
is
Zhongli.
accompanying us to
Gummy,
keep an
Mr.
eye on
Zhongli
us.
is very knowledgeable. You should take the
That's
opportunity
pretty much
to learn from
the
people
theory.
like him when you're in the city.
So people assume she's gonna betray us or something,
Oh,
but probably not.
Of
She'll probably be
course.
like, "Oh, we spent so much time together, we're friends. I'm
Yummy.
gonna betray Celestia instead, or
I have
something."
very much enjoyed our conversation, Ipdak, but I, unfortunately, have some unfinished funeral parlor business to attend to.
Oh, I hope I didn't keep you. My apologies for taking up so much of your time, Mr. Zhongli. No need to stay on my account. When you're less busy, let's find a time to meet. I'll treat you to dim sum.
It would be an honor.
Yum.
We'll see you off, Zhongli. You two have a nice chat, alright?
Yeah, you two be alone. Get that constipation out. We gotta go from emotional constipation to emotional diarrhea. You feel me?
Thanks for helping us talk things through with Uncle Ip. Good thing you were able to pick up on what we were putting down.
I have been around the both of you for
That's
some
one way to
time
put it.
now. You could say I have a certain level of expertise in that regard. As for my role in the conversation, think nothing of it. I hardly did anything noteworthy.
You never change, do you? Why did you have us walk all this way? Paimon thought we just had to go far enough to be out of earshot.
A friend approaches.
Oh, oops. Of course it's Zhao.
Xiao, you're here too?
His mouth stopped moving.
I've been here the
Yeah,
whole time.
they do that sometimes. Like, I've been here the whole time.
A ghostly kite. Could that elusive Director Who be coming to Wangshu Inn once again? What is she doing here? I suppose it matters not. Given her relationship with Rex, well, Zhongli, I might as well go pay my respects. It's you. I thought you were Director Who.
Ah, your arrival is most
Like,
fortuitous.
I borrowed her kite.
Do you want to try out this new gadget? The addition of the power source makes the takeoff more stable. It's just that
He seems quite immersed in the study of this device.
I fear it's almost too stable. It completely negates the pleasure of seeing one's kite sway with the wind. It's a bit of a shame. In truth,
Like,
I'm
back
here
in
because
my
Director
day,
Who
when we were trying to fly
dispatched me
kites, we didn't
purchase
need
some
no
items
hacking
in preparation
machines.
for Lantern.
I see. Much like she does every year. Much like she'll do next year, I would imagine. Am I wrong? Or has she once again sent you out to buy, what is it, sesame oil or something?
While we're on the subject, I do wonder why she is so obsessed with using sesame oil in the preparation of mixed vegetable dishes for Lantern Rite.
Oh no, they're
A
talking about food!
recommendation from
No!
Shang-Li, perhaps. What do you think, Xiao?
I've only met Director Who a few times. I'm hardly the best person to ask.
Ah, and is that not a sign that you should visit Wangsheng Funeral Parlor more often? It wouldn't hurt to grace
Yeah,
the
food is
parlor with
essential
your
to the
presence
plot.
now and again, when you are otherwise unoccupied.
Like, I just get a little nervous when people start talking about
This one
food
here
and
is a traditional kite,
cutscenes or
one
stories or
without
anything,
any
because then it's
equipped
like,
mechanical device.
oh god, how long are we gonna be like this?
Director Who tasked me with studying
How long are they gonna talk about
between
it?
the two to determine which one is of greater merit.
Blame Fate
Many
Stay Night
hands
for
make
that.
light work. Perhaps you could test out the other kite for me?
All right. I have made my comparison.
Yeah, the hour-long
is
meal
what you're
cutscene.
after, The
Exactly.
mechanical kite is the better choice.
Wonderful. I shall pass that information along to Director Hu. I'll leave these 2 kites with you. Perhaps you can find a few friends with which to partake in the activity. You might find it to be an enjoyable use of your time.
Oh, wait. Who enjoys kite flying?
We do!
Well, I
Fly
would
with
imagine
us.
someone of your talent and wisdom is more than capable of finding out.
So, you were testing out the kites for Hu Tao and even roped Xiao into doing it for you? Paimon didn't ask earlier because the
Like,
situation was
the bad guy's scheme is almost
I
complete.
would hardly say
We need
I
to
roped
stop
Xiao
them, but
into
first, the
anything.
3-hour expose
I
on the
simply
difference
sought
between
the help
Eastern
of
and
a
Western
friend.
cooking techniques.
Besides,
Exactly.
we did the testing together.
Seems like our pool of competitors is growing.
The competition's not the important thing right now.
Do you like kite flying, Xiao?
I suppose I neither like nor dislike it. Although, watching a kite gradually ascend into the sky does bring me a certain peace of mind. Perhaps they're a bit like shell lanterns in that way.
Kite flying is also a pleasant form of relaxation.
You're about getting canceled in China. What happened this time? Because I know China's tried to ban it before because Fenty is too sexy or something.
An interest in matters of ornamentation and design. When Lantern Rite is over, come find me near Pervasi's temple if you have the time.
Sure.
It's getting late. I should go inform Director Hu of our...
How's she been, by the way? Be sure to say hi to her for us.
The last time I spoke to her, she mentioned that she would be visiting Chaoying Village in a few days. If you have the time, perhaps you could also make the trip. If you happen to run into her, you can pass along your regards in person.
Maybe I will.
Keep that in mind. Take care, Xiangli. See you later.
Lunar New Year. Apparently the character
See you
was too
next
weak,
time.
and the Chinese player thinks its plot to take China look weak. Which character?
Coming.
It's like, which one?
You can go first.
I don't have anything to say.
It doesn't
Then I'll go.
matter. I know with Zhang Ling, he was boosted twice.
I can't say I
Because
support
I remember
that
being
decision.
people angry at him for being too weak. Now he's literally the best shield in the game.
Hey, let me finish before you get all worked up.
Yeah, then that was like 3 years ago.
You must be tired from your journey. Shall I pour you a cup of tea, or would you prefer something else to drink?
No need. I'm not tired.
It's like the 2 new characters are
They're
the
gone,
Cloud
Master.
Retainer and Ga Ming. I don't know if they're talking about Ga Ming then,
The time is
because
nigh for us to make an appearance.
Cloud Retainer's really good.
Do you remember the plan when recounted to you?
Yes, Master. We aim to give them a demonstration.
Maybe they're mad
of
at Ga
familial
Ming then.
love.
I don't know. But he's a 4-star, so I don't know
have
why they
whatever
would give
you
a
are
shit.
having.
All right.
What are Auntie Xianyun and Shanhe doing?
But I don't.
So many people are involved in this scheme. I suppose all I
Nothing
can
worth
do is
worrying
just
about.
take a seat and see
Yeah,
what
more
happens.
important things to worry about.
Perfect. I just
Like emotional
so happened to have
constipation.
bought some sunglow tea recently. It's quite the delectable variety. Or it would be if one has not been forced to drink it every day in the hopes of whittling down one's considerable stash. One has more than had one's fill already. Forget it. Such thoughts detract from the present need to keep up the conversation. Has work been busy during the holiday season? Do you need my help with anything?
Drunk guests can sometimes cause trouble, but I deal with them as you taught me, by pinning their heads against the table.
Yeah, nice.
Are Auntie Xianyun and Shanhe serious right now?
Oh dear. While one was busy orchestrating this act, one seems to have forgotten about Shanhe's various eccentricities.
She's a little awkward.
What I meant to ask was, have you made any new friends? We live so far from each other.
It's like, can we
It
try
would
to
be
have a
great
normal
comfort to me
conversation?
To know you
No.
were surrounded by good companions.
You already know of my past circumstances. Recently, I've been conversing with Guoba in the kitchen at night. Guoba can't talk, but his companionship is a comfort.
The poor child. Her one friend. Can't
Oh
even
no.
talk. I guess maybe Gaming is not doing
It's like-
so bad after all.
Like, yeah,
Perhaps
compare
I've been too
compare his son to fucking whatever the fuck
Let's
going on
move
with
on,
Shenhe.
shall we?
A brilliant
Do
plan.
you have any plans for today, Shenhe? How about we do something fun?
That sounds about right. Take her to do something fun, and perhaps she'll loosen up a bit.
Like we used to do when we would carry stones up and down the mountain from dawn until dusk, picking herbs to eat for dinner along the way. If that is what you ask of me, then that is what
She's
I shall
like,
do.
no! It's like,
Dad, here.
No!
Have some tea. Or no, wait. Let's not have any just yet.
Yeah.
No!
I simply can't listen to that any longer. Coming. I'd like to finish what I was trying to say before.
It's like, yeah, let's have
I
our
don't support
conversation so
your
we can
decision
leave.
to stay in Liyue Harbor, because living there is too hard on you. If you come home, there will be people to help you. I'm not saying we have to live under the same roof. I know our personalities are too similar to avoid butting heads. But you'll have your entire family around you. Your aunts, uncles, they'll all do whatever they can to help.
But he doesn't
You
want
could
the
get a
help.
less taxing job, and we could grab dim sum together from time to time.
Huh. I didn't know dim sum was such an important affair, Master.
Shush.
Just think about
Like,
it,
you did your part.
okay? You don't have to decide now.
Dad really has changed a lot. He would never have said these things to me before.
It's like your word diarrhea was the cure
But
to the emotional constipation.
Thank you, Dad.
It's been long enough, don't you think? Oh, Paimon sure hopes they've made up by now. Oh, they're drinking tea in silence. That's not a good sign. Did Xianyun's plan not work after all? Hey you two! Paimon's sorry we were gone for so long. We got to chatting with some friends and didn't realize how much time had passed.
Perfect timing, actually. We seem to be just about done.
Oh, the intertwined fates
let's
thing.
go. I'll get the bags.
Yeah, because it's like, in Star Rail, they got free 5-star character. Meanwhile, in Genshin, it's like, oh, here's some fates. Like, have some rolls. That's always been a problem. Like, I remember at one point, people were trying to leave negative reviews on Genshin because they were mad about it. And it spread to literally Google Classroom for some reason. I don't know why.
You must be Mr. Ip.
But people
you
were
for coming
talking
all
shit
this
about
way.
Genshin in
My
Google
name's
Classroom.
Charlotte, and I'm a reporter
I don't
from
know
Fontaine.
why.
You can find me writing for the Steambird. I invited you here not just to purchase your fine tea, but also with the hope that you might be willing to sit down
Oh
for
my
a
God,
short interview.
what?
What do you say?
An interview? To advertise my teas?
I suppose you could think of it that way. We Fontanians are big tea drinkers too.
Yeah, Charlotte's
Market.
cute. Like, she's
Then
here
I'll need
too.
some time to adequately prepare. Perhaps we could sit down and discuss the questions you intend to
Ah.
ask in advance.
It's like, well, he's just giving you a compliment.
Please follow me.
It's like, be nice.
Is this person also involved in your plan?
What do you think?
And here, I thought I had lots of connections.
Oh, right, you are stinky right now, so I guess it wouldn't be accurate.
I suppose I've been
Well, just
humbled.
take a shower.
You sure know
Put
all
on
kinds
some
of cool and important
deodorant.
people.
Over here. Yoo-hoo! Over here!
Huh? What? Auntie Shenyun?
She probably wants to talk about the next phase of the plan. Let's go while your dad is still distracted.
Deodorant smells worse than sweat. What kind of deodorant are you buying? I'm sure there's a nice smelling deodorant out there that you can use.
I take it that all is going well?
Don't worry, Shenyun. Everything is going according to plan.
I knew it. I knew that was all an act earlier.
It's like there is odorless
And to show me
deodorant.
there's really
You could
something.
try
She was so
odorless
determined to
deodorant if
help
you
me.
don't like the
She
smell.
didn't even care about making herself and Shanka appear foolish in front of my family. She truly knows how to look out for others.
Yeah, to then get
still
the
have a lot to
unscented
learn.
kind,
As
so
for the
it does
next
the
step-
purpose of the deodorant.
Oh no!
I'm sure there's odorless deodorant.
What's
I'm sure
wrong,
that's a thing. I swear
Don't
that's a
tell
thing.
me you're the ones footing the bill for all that tea. I can't let you do that.
Fret not. Reimbursements will be made.
Exactly. Think of it more as an investment, as Ningguang would say. We pulled together the Mora so that Charlotte could place the order.
I mean, there
She's gonna
kind of
bring
is. It
back
just
to the
isn't
Steambird
marketed
gift,
as such.
As well as a sample of the regional specialty. Fontanians will probably fall in love with your dad's
Or
tea as soon as they lay
antiperspirant.
their eyes on Charlotte's article. And once all the money from the new orders begin to roll
Yeah,
in,
there are
then
are
Aurora Bank
products
will be
that
a
say
payment
unscented, so
Oh, okay.
I don't
Business-related
know.
matters always
Like
seem
they
to go over
exist.
my
I'm not
head, but
hallucinating.
I refuse to let you all lose more on my behalf. I'll pay you back right now.
We can talk about such matters at a later date. There are more important matters for you to consider at the moment, are there not?
Yes. I've been thinking about it though.
Yeah, I guess you have
an
a
idea,
point there, but it would have helped a little bit
I hate
probably.
to cause even more
At
trouble
least
for
it's a
all
thing.
of you.
That is for us to decide.
Yeah, we're all friends here. Plus, we wouldn't be here if we didn't want to help, right? Just tell us about this idea of yours.
Okay. Whew. So, it's like this.
Got it. Just leave it to us. Let's split up and make it happen.
All right, new plan. I don't know what the plan is.
We need to do those things we talked about, but we also still have the kite flying competition. Since Xiao already tested out those kites for us, why don't we also go buy one of those mechanical thingamabobs or...
Yeah. We'll buy. We will buy the thing for the kites. We'll make them fly. Make them fly. Make them fly. Make them fly. Hello.
Hello again.
Welcome back. I see you returned from your trip. I really do have to thank you for all your help from before. Thanks to you, my daughter was able to build a kite with her grandmother that very same day.
Make sure y'all are
She
getting
even
your
wrote a long
drops.
letter telling me how much she
I
loved
got
it.
drops.
Oh, you should really be thanking Gaming, not us.
I'll be sure to. And are you here to buy a kite? Please, take your pick.
Oh, we already have a kite. We wanted to buy one of those, device thingies from Fontaine. Do you sell them separately?
Ah, yes. Here you go. Please, take it, free of charge. The directions are in the box. It's not hard to install at all.
It doesn't feel right for us to just take it.
Well, nor would it feel right for me to take your Mora. Good luck in the kite flying competition.
All right then, thank you.
It's like first one's free.
Let's get down to business.
And next one is 500 times the price. Then the third one, you go back to normal.
Looks like we finished everything we needed to do. Let's find a good place and put this thing into the sky.
Oh, cutscene?
Chi-Chi, we're almost there.
Chi-Chi. Does game have multiple worlds? It's just one world. It's the land of Tivat, but they're all separated into different countries. Like Mondstadt's basically Germany, Liyue's basically China, Inazuma's basically Japan, Sumeru's basically Africa, and Fontaine's basically Belgium. Yeah, France. Wee wee. Ho ho. Was he gonna do the dance? Gonna dance? Dance, boy, dance! Yeah, yeah, dance, dance, dance. Yum. What's he doing with those lanterns? Why are you kicking them like soccer balls?
Have I taken that many pictures already? I need to
It's like,
load
you
more
shouldn't have
footage.
taken so many pictures of Kaching. Like, why isn't Kaching wearing her outfit? Like, she got an outfit like 2 years ago.
Wait. The wind.
She got this.
Oh my gosh.
Cute.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite.
That's definitely gonna be a new ship. You got your dragon kite. How nice. Oh, that was cute.
Gaming's performance was so cool, Paimon almost wanted to join in. You saw that, right, Traveler? Let's go find him. Oh, he's over there, talking to his dad.
Yeah, we're pretty much getting to the end.
I think I'll head off now, if that's okay.
Thank you, little girl. Do you want us to walk
Thank
back?
you, little girl.
No need, no need. Master is waiting for me right over there.
Yeah, so we could just. It's like, once these two get their shit together, we'll go back to the mini games and finish those off.
I suppose I'll go first this time.
Okay.
Your performance. I've seen many wushou dances in my time, but I've got to admit, what you pulled off there was breathtaking.
Wow. I never thought I'd live to hear you say that.
You're serious about doing this professionally?
I mean, he's good at it.
I know it'll be difficult, but...
Then it doesn't matter. What I mean to say is, of course it'll be difficult. But if that's your decision, if that's your dream, then it doesn't matter how difficult it is.
Yeah, he's being
As long as you
supportive.
put in the work, then any obstacle can be overcome in time. Really, when I was young, I also... Actually, how about we save that story of my past for another time? All I really want to say is, I've changed my mind. And much like this kite, you also deserve to soar to new heights.
Dad.
Son.
Son?
Haven't heard
Boy?
that in a while.
Oh wait,
you're
apparently there is
wondering
more
what's
after they
gotten into me
reconcile,
saying all
so...
this.
Well,
we'll do whatever's here.
a little bit, yeah.
Anyway, I know I've never found the chance to say this before, but to me, Gaming, you've always been a great kid.
I'm proud of you, son. Yeah, he's they're still talking. Don't worry. It's like a...
That's everything
They,
I've got.
they're having their
you
father-son
have something you
moment.
wanted to say,
They're good. You don't have to worry about nothing. See, they're hugging. Cute.
Seeing the two of them talk things through like this really gives Paimon a sense of
Genshin has channeled the spirit of Holy Kajimi.
Now go. Over there. Your friends are still waiting for you.
Huh? But
why am I yawning? Ah.
I'll be staying in Liyue Harbor for a bit longer. When you have time,
Guy
we
needs to
can
be like,
grab dim
son,
sum
I am
together.
probably proud of you or
Your
something. Now
treat,
stop bringing
right?
shame to our family.
Dad, honestly.
Go.
They
Okay.
hugged though, so it's okay
Then I'm
now.
off.
Everything's fine, probably. It is actually Ga Ming. It's just that for some reason they combined it, the spelling when they probably shouldn't have.
you've got there, Gaming.
Really?
Everyone pronounces it gaming. Anything else you like to do?
I'd like to find and thank Auntie Shenyun, as well as everyone else. If everyone has time, maybe we could all get together, go fly a kite.
Yeah, the blossom kite. Yeah, hustle and bustle. That's another part. Let me see here. I gotta do some time manipulation again. He looks like one of those Triad Pro gamers too. Well, you know. Oh, Domo Squid-chama. Thank you for the 10 months. Arigato. How you doing? We're Genshin in today. Yeah, the lantern cutscenes are always nice. Yeah. I like it.
Didn't Zhongli say
Doing-
Hu Tao was also...
Doing pretty well. Well, that's good. But yeah, we helped out Gangmin, so now we're gonna go check on everyone else, I guess.
We didn't have anything else to do today, right? Why don't we go have a look around? Maybe we'll run into her. The mountain air is so refreshing. It makes Paimon
Make sure to
really
get your
chicken
drops.
bloated. Never get tired. Cream! Gummies!
Fugummi? Fugummi where?
Huh?
I want Fugummi.
Did you hear? Sunshine! Blue skies! Good vibes!
I heard it too.
So Paimon wasn't just hearing, that voice sounds really familiar. Well, we've got the time. Why don't we go check it out?
Yeah, let's go see what's up. Almonds this and cocoa paste that. Sounds delicious, that's for sure. Hell yeah. They're on a date, Paimon.
Well, if it isn't my dear partners. See, I told you that something good was going to happen during our travels today. I have to say, sometimes the Steambird's astrology column is spot on.
It's just your lucky day.
Are you guys also here to catch the festivities? Oh, and that reminds me. Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite to you too.
Yeah, a date that involves shouting clear skies, good vibes.
If you're here for Lantern Rite,
You know,
what are you doing on top of this deserted
just a normal date.
And that voice we heard, that was you, right, Navia?
Oh, impressive. You could tell it was me from that far away. You've got good ear.
That or your voice is just really loud.
Yeah.
Well, of course it is. After all, I'm a boss.
Indeed. I suppose it's an asset.
Asset,
Sure
huh?
is. Having a loud voice is a handy tool when it comes to communication. Wait. That wasn't even Paimon's point. Paimon just wants
Yeah,
to
Blue
know
Girl
why
sort of
you
looks
two
like
were
a certain
shouting from
flock
the top
girl.
of this
Yeah, I know
deserted
what you mean.
mountain. There was something about almonds, maybe? And buell fruit?
No, it's not a code. The words are meaningless.
Yeah, it's like, shut up, I'm on.
But the act of shouting was very meaningful indeed. That's just what mountain climbers do, right? After all the hard work it takes to make it to the top, as you stand on the summit looking out at the vast scenery, it's not easy to resist the urge to release those emotions.
So you're just shouting for the sake of shouting. Got it.
Exactly.
You're
You
the
get me, partner. I was afraid that it would cause a disturbance, so I asked the locals around here, and they said it was fine. Apparently, most hikers like to shout when they get to the top, so the locals are used to it by now. So, you see, it's not just me. I guess everyone shouts from the top of a mountain at some point in their life.
No.
Speak for yourself.
When you're stressed, don't you ever just get the urge to do something for no reason?
Not really. If I ever get stressed, I just go hunting.
She's just like me, for real, for real.
What I choose to hunt depends on my mood.
Anyway, why don't you two give it a try? Shout anything you want. It's a real
Yeah,
stress
teach her some
reliever.
yodeling.
As long as Paimon has clothes on her back and food in her belly, Paimon doesn't think there's any stress that needs relieving.
And I prefer to bottle up my trauma.
Oh, I bet you guys are just too embarrassed to let loose. No need to be shy. Even Farina was shouting from the top of this mountain earlier.
Oops!
Huh? Did Paimon hear that right? Farina's also here? In Chaoyang Village?
Believe in your ears. It is indeed as you heard.
All right,
Actually,
well,
the reason
we're
we
gonna have to
climbed
go
this
see her
mountain
then.
in the first place was also because we heard the sound of shouting.
Yes, we could just about make out someone yelling things like, "Help me!" and "What should I do?"
Oh no,
So
she
go
got
ahead,
herself in
check it
trouble.
out.
Oh
And
no,
what
we gotta
do
go
you
clean
know?
that up.
Miss Farina was standing right there, all red in the face. She practically sprinted back down the mountain the minute she saw us.
Ah, that reminds me. I believe what she actually said was, "So help me, I will figure out what I should do about this script."
Oh, she's just method
So,
acting. Okay.
You could actually hear what she was saying? Why didn't you say so earlier? I thought someone was really in trouble.
I figured we would come check out the situation either way. Why not let her keep some privacy?
Oh, seems like you caught Farina in the middle of some stress relief as well.
Stress relief, yes.
She probably would have never thought. No, she definitely would have never thought she
I gotta
would
show you
run
guys
into
what the
anyone
divide
she knew
between
all the way
Liyue
out
and Fontaine looks like. It's really interesting.
I think so. We ran into Nervalette on the way here as well, but he was already on his way back, so they probably weren't together.
What? Nervalette was here too?
So many people from Fontaine.
What was he doing
Why is
here?
everyone here?
It couldn't have been for vacation.
I think it just might have been, actually. But apparently he only stayed for half a day before heading back.
Is it a wrist style
Very
border?
busy man.
It's pretty interesting.
Nervalette
I
is
gotta
not
show
the
you.
type
It's
to
actually
take
really
much time
cool.
off. Taking even a half day for himself is already a huge step in the right direction.
Straight line? No,
Charlotte
it's not. It's
published an
not a
article
straight
on the
line.
Liyue tea industry recently. Maybe he was inspired
Quite
to
the
come buy
opposite.
some tea after reading that article. You know, just like you were.
My situation is completely different. I'm here because I was asked to accompany you. The tea purchase is simply an added bonus of the—
You Fontainians.
Oh, it's not for me. I lost a bet with Ridesley, and now I have to buy him something.
You made a bet?
It was just a spur of the moment sort of. Ridesley gets really invested in that sort of thing. But he couldn't care less about what he wins in the end. You could give him mint plants that you plucked from the side of the road, and he wouldn't even mind.
He's a simple guy.
He's not easy going when it came to talking business. In any case, I'm pretty sure the tea you bought is this region's specialty. What is it called again? Nervalette even mentioned it earlier.
Sunglow tea.
Yes, that's the one.
You didn't really buy 10 boxes, did you?
Please. Do I look like someone who would fall for that sort of marketing trap?
That reminds me. You guys said you only
It's
came
like,
up here
I didn't
because
fall
you
for that
heard my
marketing trap.
voice, right?
I bought 20.
hope it's You must have had other plans for the day.
Oh, that's right. Who tell? A few days ago, we heard that a friend was going to be in Chaoying Village. So we decided to come and see if we could run into.
Oh dear. We've been chatting for quite some time. I'm sorry for keeping you.
No harm done, partner.
That's
both
good.
churches are cheaper. Everyone knows that. Indeed.
We should probably head out and look for who.
No need to stay on our account. We just got up here, so...
Go and meet your friend. We can meet up in Chaoying Village.
Yeah, sure.
Good. We're gonna head down the.
Yep, later. Alright. Yeah, so let me go to the border. You can see here, there's like a border here between Fontaine, because this is Fontaine here, and then here is Liyue. So let me go to a waypoint that I'll show you guys. Because, like I said, it's actually really cool looking. Okay, so... Can you see from here? Okay, this is actually a good way to see it. So you see the waterfalls? It's like those huge waterfalls are the borders between Fontaine and Liyue. Like, Fontaine is on a more elevated level than Liyue. Which is interesting considering how Liyue is literally mountains, but Fontaine has the waterfalls. So I thought that was really interesting how they divided it up like that.
Traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time.
Presumably the waters come from Fontaine, since Nouvelette's the hydro dragon there. So presumably he's the one making all the water. That's kind of his thing. He makes it rain. Anyway, back to going to find Hu Tao. I just wanted to show that because I thought that was really cool.
Chaoying Village is known for its tea, but you know what else they have with tea? That's right, dim sum!
Yeah, it's like...
Didn't Gaming say something about dim sum being eaten in the morning? Oh, Paimon wonders if we can still get some at this time of day.
Afternoon tea might be more appropriate at this point.
Oh, well that's fine too. Paimon doesn't care what kind of tea it is as long as it comes with.
It's like, well, that's the thing. In the Fontaine quest, we stopped the flood by having Nouvelette take over and get his powers back.
Paimon's not seeing things, is she? Is that Farina
Oh, shit.
standing between Zhongli and Hu Tao?
Whoa.
Wonder what they're talking about.
Yeah, what are they talking about? I gotta know.
A lot of stuff. Maybe he's telling Farina about Chaoying Village. Oh, or maybe Hu Tao is trying to rope Farina into being one of her clients.
Wanna make a bet?
Hey, this isn't the Fortress of Merope, but Paimon could be convinced for the right price. Let's say loser buys
Kitty.
the winner 3
Kitty, peanut butter
bowls
head.
of seafood Since Zhongli is there, Paimon bets things are pretty tame. It's decided then. Paimon votes for tour guide Zhongli.
Then I vote for Hustler Hu Tao.
All right, no
Yes,
time to
Pet
waste.
Kitty.
Let's go see who's right.
It's like she just wants food. It's not gonna work out for her. I don't think.
Good afternoon, Hu Tao, Zhongli, and Farina.
Like, yes, hello.
Oh, great. Now Paimon's shouting too.
Oh, well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? Seems like our luck just keeps on growing.
That we were able to meet you both without prior arrangement must mean that this is quite the serendipitous meeting.
Yeah,
indeed.
It's the long and hard
both
girl.
of you are acquainted with the Traveler and Paimon then.
So many chums in one place.
Looks like someone's learned a thing or two from Zhongli.
I think they're flowers.
I must admit, I am a
But
bit
yeah,
surprised
the
to
one
see
with the
you here,
flowers in her
Traveler.
eyes is Hu Tao.
But seeing
She owns a
as you're
funeral
hero
funeral
who's been all
parlor.
over to that, it makes sense that
She's a
you
grave
would be
digger.
well-traveled and well-connected. Since we have found ourselves
She's
in each
spooky
other's
ghost.
company within this fertile land, allow me to take this opportunity to wish you a happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern
It
Rite.
appears you have been to Fontaine then, given your proclivity to spread good deeds wherever you go.
Better than a gold digger. Yeah,
it's
exactly.
no surprise that you would make the acquaintance of a celebrity as illustrious and celebrated as Miss Farina.
That's quite high praise. What I mean to say is, you flatter me, Mr. Zhongli. Although I've built up a certain following within Fontaine, it is no reflection of strength or wisdom. I stand before you right now as nothing more than an ordinary traveler in search of beautiful scenery and creative inspiration. There is definitely more to Mr. Zhongli than meets the eye. I could tell as much from our conversation earlier.
Oh, how little you
Given
know!
his breadth of knowledge on both academic and worldly matters, there's no
Wasn't she
way
like a god or
he hasn't
something?
heard
She's
about what
like
happened in Fontaine.
the split personality of a god.
Benefit?
It's like
No. Yeah.
she's a literal loophole.
I simply won't have you talk about yourself that way.
Does that mean
A defiance of the divine.
You may not have heard, friends, but...
Miss Hu Tao.
Miss Farina is now one of my esteemed clients.
Oh no. Did you hear that, Paimon?
Okay, you win. Guess Paimon will have to break into the hidden stash at the bottom of her shoe.
What?
What's this about winning something?
Paimon, what do you have in there?
You two were placing bets on us?
It was Paimon. Just point like she did it.
We just saw you guys standing on the side of the road and couldn't help but take guesses as to what you were talking about. Oh, I see. That means you, my friend, must have guessed that I was trying to promote my business to Miss Farina.
Well, you know me.
That I do, my friend. What was Paimon's guess then? Paimon thought Zhongli was showing the newbie around.
By newbie, you mean me.
If that's the case, then Paimon's guess was also correct.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Mr. Zhongli was telling
Like,
me
how
about some great
nice.
sightseeing spots in the area.
You see? Paimon was right too.
So it was a tie.
Since both of our guesses were right, there can't be a winner or a loser.
Fine, keep your secret stash then.
Hey, don't be upset, How about this? You buy Paimon a bowl, and Paimon will also buy you a bowl.
Okay.
As for the third bowl, since I was the subject of the bet, perhaps it should go to me? You know, as a congratulations for the huge deal I just struck.
I'll buy you a bowl anytime you want.
I was just joking. Anyway, I should be the one treating you. The funeral parlor is about to bring in quite the sum after all. Oh, Paimon almost forgot to ask about the most important question. Something happen recently, Farina?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you know, with you enlisting the services
You win if
of
Paimon
Long
doesn't.
Sheng
That's how
Funeral
bad bets
Parlor
work.
now.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, well, yes.
Really? Paimon is so sorry for your loss. Although Paimon may have not known the person, please accept Paimon's
Whoa, it's not like that, Paimon.
Huh? But Paimon just thought, since you hired the services of a funeral parlor and all... Hey, it's not that big of...
Really, Paimon? It's not like you don't know me. Do I look like I know anyone who would ask me to coordinate their funeral?
What? Just joking? What a shame. Maybe we could go on a date instead, Stargirl.
Is simply
Wonk
helping
wonk.
prepare for my film.
It's like wonk
Not
wonk.
too long ago, I read a collection of horror stories from Liyue. The content was spectacular. In fact, I still feel the need to sleep with the light on even now. Anyway, that's not the point.
Oh boy, Furion is admitting
Now
that she still has some
Fontaine's biggest
traumas.
star has returned to the stage. I figured it's about time the industry enjoyed a breath of fresh air.
Might even call it a breath of fresh terror.
Hey!
What?
That's pretty good.
I'll have to remember that for my ad posters.
Okay.
Oh, Paimon sees. That makes a lot of sense. So, did you come to Liyue just to enlist the services of Longsheng Funeral?
Well, my original plan was to just relax and enjoy the sights. But then I ran
Yeah,
into
my
Miss Hu Tao and
posture's
Mr. Zhongli,
good.
and well, you know
We
the
good.
rest. I suppose it was meant to be.
It was a fated meeting indeed.
Zhongli sure loves his lofty turns of phrase. But if you ask me, it's all thanks to that man who stopped to ask for direction.
Oh? Who was it?
It's someone you know. Wanna take a guess?
Was it Neuvillette?
What? How did you guess that on your first try?
Because we heard about it.
Impressive, my friend. Your guessing game is spot on today.
You tell everyone about your encounter with the girls in the mountains. One look at a pitiful expression of Fury's face enough to convince you to leave out the part about the shouting.
Huh. Paimon never thought Neuvillette would be the type to get lost.
You're telling me they didn't hear the yodeling from there?
I'm sure he didn't get lost. Even I was able to find my way to this place without any trouble. He was already getting ready to leave by the time I arrived. He just wanted to ask someone about the quickest way to get back to Fontaine.
Yep, that's exactly what he asked.
Well, there you go.
This area is full of mountains.
Would have
and
been nice to say hi, but
it's
whatever.
normal to not know the fastest route.
For him, though, swimming probably would be the fastest route.
So, were you the
It's
one
like
that
swim up
pointed
the
him in right
waterfall.
direction, Hu-Tao?
Of course. I'm also a guide of sorts, you know. So naturally, I also have a great sense of direction. But speaking of your friend...
What about him?
He doesn't get out much, does he?
No, he doesn't.
No wonder. He was stiff as a board and way too polite. I would have never guessed he was here on vacation if you hadn't told me.
All in all, he was only here for half a day. I'm pretty sure he is the only one who would consider that to be a vacation.
Oh? This gentleman you speak of must keep a demanding schedule.
Yeah, you
I'm
two
sure
should
he
talk.
does. You didn't see
I
him,
feel like
but
you
he
two
was
would have a
dressed like
lot
he
to
was
talk
about to
about.
attend some
Over
important
some nice
meeting.
tea.
It wasn't anything like what someone would wear on vacation.
Consider you're
Is
both
that
dragons.
So,
Wait, you didn't see him, Zhongli?
unfortunately, no.
Damn.
At the time, it appeared as if Director Hu and Miss Farina were having quite the productive conversation. I know matters of business can take much discussion, so I decided to fetch some tea for them.
What a shame. That gentleman seemed like a sophisticated sort of guy. I actually think you two would have hit it
Did he
off.
just pronounce the yaoi? Don't worry about it. No one pronounces
Is
anything
that
correctly.
so?
I think by how he's acting and taking into consideration Neuvillette's true identity, could he have been avoiding him on purpose? Oh yeah, because Neuvillette would have been like, "Hey, you suck." Because if you look at Neuvillette's voice lines, he doesn't really like the Archons. What a pity. It is what it
Miss
is.
Farina's turn of phrase. Perhaps it just wasn't
Like,
meant
really
to
the
be.
only one he's okay with is Nahida,
Well,
simply
with the traveler
because
around, I'm sure
she
you'll
baby.
have a chance to get to know each other at some point.
That's right. He's got more friends than he knows what to do with.
I got that Riz.
Well, that's certainly true. Oh, that reminds me. If you get the chance, you should try and talk to Neuvillette into loosening up a bit. Just tell him the Palais Mermonia isn't going to fall apart if he disappears for a few days. He shouldn't keep himself cooped up all the time.
Yeah, he's got to touch some
Even
grass.
clams open their shells to let in fresh water every once in a while, right? If he's really that much of a stickler for protocol, he can fill out a leave of absence request. He'd have to approve it himself since he handles that sort of thing now, but you know what I mean.
That does make sense.
Seems like this gentleman is also in charge of something pretty important.
He's the fair and impartial edicts of Fontaine, head of the highest court of the land, otherwise known as the demon who controls all the paperwork in Fontaine.
Hiya. Sounds like a
Hiya.
pretty uptight sort of guy, all right.
Oh god, that was such
In
an
my
Asian thing to say.
experience, A leader needs to be able to roll with the punches. It
Hiya.
also includes knowing when and what to prioritize. It seems like your friend still has a lot of growing to do.
If I remember correctly, he's already several thousands of years old.
Yeah.
You're quite right.
Oh? Traveler, Miss Farina.
Is that
Those two individuals over there appear to recognize you.
not Zhongli, Neuvillette.
Oh, it's Navia and Clarand. Hey, over here!
Yeah, Neuvillette's a dragon. Yeah.
We saw you all chatting over here.
And it's like the dragons kind of
wondering if
got
we could
screwed
join
over by
in.
the Archon War.
Please, excuse the interruption.
If I have my lore were correct.
So polite. No apologies necessary. Any friend of the traveler and Miss Farina is a friend
There's
of
not a
mine.
whole lot of dragons left. There's pretty much like
Straight
like
to the point.
there's an Archon in every region and there's a dragon in every region. And I think Zhongli is literally the only dragon you don't fight as a boss. Let me put it that way.
It's getting late. If we want to catch a boat back before dark, we should probably get going.
Indeed. Then, Miss Farina.
Do you fight any Archons?
Yes?
Technically, yes.
When are you planning to head back? Do you need us to escort
It's
you?
mostly the Harbingers.
Oh,
The baby dragon girl was
think
Honkai
that
Star
would be
Rail.
necessary. I mean, you're not my subordinate.
Yeah, it's like
anymore.
Honkai has dragons
You
too.
don't need to
So
look after me.
yeah, Honk
I
Rail.
didn't mean it that way. It's normal for friends to travel home together if they run into each other on the road.
There are a lot of mountainous roads in this area. I imagine they'll be even harder to navigate after dark.
Exactly. Just like in those ghost stories.
Oh, spooky.
8 paths converge in a wood. Beside them an old house is stood. If you dare to go inside, not a soul will greet your eye. But
Spooky.
if you take a closer look, there may be something
Oh.
you mistook. A candle flickers to and fro, yet there is no wind to make it so. What is its secret? What could it mean? In this wood, where mystery screams. Dear Demoiselle,
Yeah, she was cute.
ladies, no, I mean,
But yeah, it's like I'm no longer playing Star Rail.
Of course.
I lost interest and streaming it was a nightmare with it constantly crashing. So I was like, I'm good.
character. By the way,
Yeah, she's
did
trying
I
real hard to
hear
be
you
scary, but her
mention
voice
that
is way too
Cloran used to
cutesy.
work
Yeah, I
under
know.
you? You must have also been a leader at some point. Well, that's, all in the past now.
Yeah, it does
Besides,
sound like a type
being a
of
leader
chemical
is
cleaning
hard.
solution, like
It
chloride
wasn't the right job for me.
or
I
chlorine.
prefer how things are now. I can come and go as I please, and get to enjoy the sweet taste of freedom.
I see. Well, you've certainly
Yeah,
picked
it
an
is one of the
apt place to
crashy ones. I
relax.
don't know why it was crashing for me so
Xiaoying
much.
Village is an exemplary choice.
All had a good time.
Only the best.
And it's like I went into my settings and messed with it,
Thank you
and
so
nothing
much,
fixed
Mr.
it.
Tao and Mr. Zhongli.
It just did not want to work on my computer.
Fine. You've thanked us more than enough already. The next time you're in this neck of the woods, I'll treat you to some dim sum in the city.
Yeah, exactly. Honkai Crash Rail.
Dim sum.
Pretty sure you've clipped several
Is that
instances.
some kind of Liyue term for snacks or desserts? They are a part of it. It's basically a table full of as much tea, sweets, and good company as you can manage. Oh, so it's basically a tea party. Sounds great.
Make sure to order the winter melon cake and the lotus flower.
Yeah, under that exact title. You're right.
Delicious Paimon knows you'll love them.
Ooh, okay. I'll be looking forward to it then.
Wait, but didn't you guys say you were here on vacation? How come you're all going home empty-handed?
You're not bringing home any souvenirs?
Of course I am. I bought tons of fun things to bring home with me. A kite, a parasol, a little tin frog that jumps. Oh, and a stuffed toy of a mythical beast. Chlorand is the one who didn't buy anything for herself.
So all you're bringing back with you is that tea?
And some tea-flavored hard candies. They're for Sijuin.
Chlorand isn't much of a shopaholic.
Well, one of us has to practice restraint.
They're so married.
I'll have you know, all the purchases I made today were well within my budget.
What about you, Farina?
Oh, well, I bought some tea, of course. I just had to try all the varieties recommended in the Steambird. Other than that, just some bits and bobs, you know.
Bits and bobs.
A little bit of this, little bit of... They should all be things I can use, I think.
So you fell for a few marketing traps then.
Now Paimon's even more confused. If you bought that much stuff, where did it all go? into one of Linny's magic packets?
Oh, Monsieur Neuvillette took them with him.
Oh.
Oh, so that's what happened. Wait, what? Why did he take them? He's not hoarding treasure, is he?
That's what dragons do.
That's quite the imagination you've got there,
That do
Paimon.
be what dragons do.
Monsieur Neuvillette just saw the amount of bags we had and offered to take them back for us. I felt a bit bad at first, but, I really did have a lot of stuff.
He even offered to deliver my gifts to the fortress of Maripede for me once he's done with the day's work. Neuvillette is a man of his word. If he says he can do something, then he means it.
See, even Clorand was happy to take him up on his offer.
He's so
If
nice.
even his trusty subordinate agreed, then who was I to refuse?
Wow, he seems like a real gentleman. Maybe he's not as uptight as I thought.
If only the funeral parlor had an employee as thoughtful, proactive, and responsible as him.
Who tell, please? You have Zhongli.
Indeed.
Neuvillette offered to deliver her gifts to Risley.
Jesus Christ,
So
the irony is
of the fortress of Maripede. Maybe we'll run into
omnipotent.
But we don't know exactly when he'll show up.
Yeah,
That reminds me, a new year of if there's anything you want to talk about, Zhongli.
I just like how she's like, yeah, I wish we had such an amazing guy on our
Does the
team.
director have
We don't
any
have that, right, Zhongli?
It just seemed like you were a bit preoccupied today, and much
It's like
less
harsh.
talkative than usual. He barely said anything other than, "Is that so?" and if you ask me, I'd say you're having a midlife crisis. You're getting to be around that age after all.
You have no idea,
Is
Hu
that
Tao.
so?
Ugh.
I jest, given its distance from the city. Chaoying Village enjoys a much slower pace of surrounded by such peace and tranquility. I also seem to have developed a proclivity for inactivity.
So you've gotten
I apologize
lazy.
for making you work.
What do you think, Traveler? Is this atmosphere putting you in a lazy mood too?
Out of sight, out of
Wow,
mind?
you are getting really good at these kinds of...
Indeed.
Okay. Let's go check on new village. How is the sad dragon man? Can I pull up the character menu from here? Because I think I have his shit maxed out, so I can actually pull up the line. Apparently has new lines. Oh. It's like... He's got new lines too, but I'm looking for something else. Ah, here we go.
Nothing will stop me from rendering judgment on each of the seven. As the Archon who won the authority of Geo, Deus Ori must be called to trial. If one does not wish to see us on opposite sides of a conflict, they need not worry, for I intend to stay in Fontaine for the foreseeable future, which could well mean another 400 years. As another point of consolation, even when the trial eventually takes place, it is still not a given that the judgment will lead to a physical confrontation.
Yeah, he wants his fucking head. That's why Zhongli was avoiding him like, nope, 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 nope. I'm not, no. No, thank you, no. I saw you had other lines too. You don't have to listen to him, I'm just gonna check him. You know, with the Nenmo, he's like... harmless drunkard. It's like Electro Archon's a Hikikomori. And he feels bad for the Dendro Archon, so yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna kill all the Archons. Yeah, exactly. He's like, I shall put them all under trial. Trial of the dragon. Dongali's like, I'm not ready for this.
It's Neuvillette! We lucked out!
Oh, it's you. It has been some time since our last meeting.
Yes, hello.
Few people frequent this location. Since I was able to conclude my work early for the day, I thought I might take a walk and avail myself of this area's peace and quiet.
You call this early? Do you always work this late, Neuvillette?
Strictly speaking, that depends on the agenda for the day. I am hardly bereft of time, however, so working late is of little consequence to me.
Really? If you have so much time on your hands, then why did you only go to Chaoying Village for half a day?
First, I should clarify that I was referring to my lifespan, rather than the time at my disposal on any given day. Second,
Yeah, you gotta clarify that.
I possess knowledge of my trip to Chaoying Village.
A lot happened, boy.
I see. Thank you for informing me.
So did you deliver the gifts?
Yes, they have been safely delivered.
I have to hand it to Clorant. Just a simple gift delivery, and she has the great and mighty Udex at her beck and call.
I was just passing through.
Udex.
It was merely an act of convenience.
All right. Then
Plus, it was an
I
excuse
hereby
to see
confirm
you.
receipt of the goods on behalf of the staff of the Fortress of Meripede.
A verbal receipt of confirmation? Is such a formality really necessary for a small matter such as this?
Guess not. This quantity of tea, though, seems a little excessive for a gift, don't you think? Before you know it, they'll start accusing me of taking bribe.
About that. Much of that is my own excess, I'm afraid.
He got suckered too.
Oh? Why? What happened?
It was buy 10 boxes, get half off.
Ah! He fell for it.
That explains it then. Well, go ahead and leave them to me. I'll get through this stash as fast as I can.
With his tea drinking, he'll get
have
through
my
it
thanks.
really fast.
Oh, there's something else I'd like to give to you.
This is a stone slate, engraved with a symbolic design.
While that is an apt description, it is in actuality a legal codex.
What?
A legal codex, huh?
Before the advent of modern writing utensils, information was recorded on stone slabs such as this. The law was no different.
Yeah, buy 100 boxes and we sold them all at full price.
Since ancient times, the scales of justice have symbolized the fairness and impartiality
Supply and
of
demand.
judiciousness. As a tribute to that
It's like
sentiment,
buy
this
Leeway,
slate was
sell in
designed after a
Fontaine,
traditional
make
legal
billions.
codex and engraved with a symbol instead of text. During my travels recently, I chanced upon a roadside stall offering tourists the opportunity to try their hand at the ceramic arts. So I decided to have a go. We joked with Cloran some time ago about gifting you a legal codex. So, here you go.
So that's what this is about.
We made this for you as a joke.
I did not expect you to remember it as well. In any case, I hope this can be considered as a reasonable attempt to join in on the banter.
He's trying his best.
Very good attempt.
He's like, yes, I would like to
suppose I shouldn't
engage
be
in the
surprised.
banters that the
Even
humans
your sense of
do.
humor centers around the law. That's an impressive level of commitment. Well, a gift of this significance deserves to be put on display, and I know just the place. Front and center in the fortress's showroom.
Surely there's no need for such a grand gesture.
Just kidding. I
Yes.
don't have anything like a showroom.
Did I know what?
But we do have a storage room. We can put it next to all the mechanical parts Sijuin is
Why
collected.
can't you go through a campsite?
That sounds good to me.
You only ran because it's past tense. Oh, ha, 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 ha. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Very funny. Funny joke.
Indeed. Of course, while I was there, I also took the opportunity to taste the local spring water. The aftertaste is much purer than what I have delivered to me in Fontaine. It stands to reason that the long-distance transport has a tendency to imbue the water with extraneous emotion.
Oh god, he's talking
If
about the
you want to
emotion of the
experience
water.
true flavor,
Help!
You simply have to go to the source. Perhaps I should organize some time off to do the same elsewhere.
As they say in Leeway, a balance between work and play is sure to keep your troubles at
Then we
bay.
are of the same mind. It appears my desire is justified.
If you say so, but you know you don't have to justify a vacation, right? You can just take one. After all, you're hardly bereft of time. You can do whatever you want.
You're quite right. I suppose I suffer not from a lack of opportunity, but rather a lack of inspiration. However, after reading a few articles about Liyue's holiday traditions, the idea popped into my head and made itself quite at home. Seeing as I was free of responsibilities for the morning, I decided to depart at once.
Paimon would think you can always just go on vacation whenever. Yeah. It's just simple. How was
Refreshing. My spontaneous outing seemed to inspire quite a few other spontaneous decisions as well. Take, for example, my foray into ceramics. At first, soil from the ground is granular and unforgiving, but add the right amount of water, and it becomes soft, moldable, and able to take shape.
You mold it.
In the past, I never thought about how quotidian vessels were crafted. But now, I have participated in their very making. This is also something I made today.
What'd you make? Oh, it's a little spoon. A little ladle. That's so cute. Yummy. Like, wow, what a big ladle.
That's a ladle? Paimon thought it was supposed to be some long-necked sea creature.
That was indeed one of my inspirations.
Yeah, it's the Loch Ness monster. He made it shaped like a ladle. It's amazing.
Really? You like it?
I love it.
To tell you the truth, given your unexpected arrival, I find myself quite unequipped to give you the welcome you deserve. Around such an important holiday such as this, human custom would dictate that gifts should be in order. But I'm afraid this is all I can offer. If you'll have it, that is.
Can I really keep this?
That is precisely why it would do me such a great honor if you accepted.
Yes, thank you.
You are most welcome. Happy Lantern Rite.
Oh, that reminds me. You'll pass the advice.
Approve a leave of absence request for my set. That sounds like it could easily lead to a vicious cycle of self-indulgence. Something which couldn't be in further violation of protocol. But I suppose I understand her point. My proclivity to refrain from personal outings does, in part, originate from a sense of responsibility toward my duties. But it is also due to a lack of desire to engage in the human world. But now I see that the human world is indeed full of many interesting places to discover.
I could have told you that. Like, you ever hear about the kites? You ever flown a kite? Sir, have you ever flown a kite?
Lantern
go fly a
Rite marks
kite?
the start of the new year, and in the spirit of the season then, I wish
Go
you
fly
a
some
year of
kites.
success as vast and endless as the open.
Cool. Alright. Yeah, so don't trust kites. Yeah, so let me show you guys the new boss, and then we'll leave it at that. Because we got a new boss to beat up. Yeah, the boss. This team should be fine for it.
Think you can get away? Let's play!
Decided by destiny.
Kamisato art!
Sumetsu! My apologies. Yeah. Look at you, Boomtown. Yahoo! Delved into destiny. Whirling snow.
Yeah, because it turns aquatic, and it's like you can freeze it while it's frozen.
Upon you.
Or wet, I mean. You can
for
freeze it
takeoff.
while it's wet.
Let's play. My apologies. Yeah. Sakura swirl.
It's like, yeah, you can call it a boss. Hey, boss.
Let me scribe.
I mean, keep in mind, I do have pretty powerful characters. 'Cause I've been playing this game for like 3 years.
Think you can get away? Written in the stars. Take flight. Yeah. Think you can bully me?
3 years playtime. Yeah, it's like, I don't know when my anniversary's coming up. I think like May. I joined when halfway through 1.6. Whenever Glee's banner was, that's when I joined. Not Klee's first banner, but her rerun, specifically. And there we go. Easy peasy. See what we can get here. Oh yeah, you can get Sing Cho's new outfit too, even though he's not in the event at all. Which is a little disappointing. I would have liked to have seen him. I got all that. I don't know how many hours. I kind of don't want to know how many hours.
A blade and...
But yeah, we shall now leave it at that. I would say that was quite productive. Game striking pose? Yeah, he's striking a pose. But yeah, good news about Grimmy. She's not graduating after all.
A blade is like a tea leaf.
Let me see.
Only those who sample it many times can appreciate it.
Yeah, she posted an announcement for it. Let me see. Yeah, we'll raid this person, I guess. I'm like, I guess I'll raid this person. If I can spell their name correctly. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with her. She didn't say anything. It's her business. It's whatever. But yeah, good night, everyone. Eat good food and travel and take breaks and stuff, okay? Make sure you got all your drops. Yeah, you stay excellent too, okay? Good night.